Finn, it's in the house. Welcome. Alan G from South Africa. Welcome. Helen Bana, Banavanti. Welcome. I hope I got that right. Laxman Singh, you are welcome. It's top of the hour. Dr. P, if you are ready, you take it away. Or you still working some magic? Okay, let me go ahead and still with a few more people. Charmaine, you are welcome. Darian West, you are welcome. Corinne Mori, you are welcome. Kahinde, you are welcome. Welcome, 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 everyone. Feather King, you are welcome. Roslyn Romeo, you are welcome. Linvel Mori, you are welcome. Jane Francis Kamsi, you are welcome. Joseph Geniva, you are welcome. Dr. Derek of all, you are welcome.
All right, sorry guys. I think my internet just do a fast one on me.
All right.
Sorry
That's
about
always...
that.
Thank you.
Dr. D, answer your name.
Live and direct, live and direct, live and direct.
Thank you, Dr. D. Yeah. Before we start, a quick housekeeping. We are going to take the mic off during the presentations, not because we don't want anybody to present or participate, because when we are on our phone, it sometimes just cuts you even when you have muted yourself. So we're going to just take the mic off so we can hear our presenters today. And during question and discussion, you have your mic. Trust me, this is a platform that wants everybody to speak. So with that said, that I'm going to let Dr. Derek, we are ready to go.
Recording in progress.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us around the world. My name is Alfred Che, coming to you from the state of Maryland. We are having a great webinar today, so I hope you will enjoy it, and welcome. Thank you. Take it over, sister.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Marie Pendy, chiming in from the great state of Virginia, USA. I want to use this opportunity to welcome and shout out to everyone. We are going to have a wonderful time, and we can't wait to hear what our guest speaker, Michael Williams, has to say. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Sister Marie. Thank you, Brother Alfred, for always making us feel at home. This is the Dream Team webinar. This is your webinar. This is your house. Everybody is welcome. We just want to give a thank you for the welcome team. And I don't want to waste a lot of time, but today we have a couple of things planned for you. But before we go there, we always like to start with our signature tune after our welcome. And the song was gifted to us by our sister Lerato Shadere. I know I owe her dinner, so many of them. And our brother King Dr. Derek has boosted up the video with our non-verbal communication, as I put it. So over to you, Dr. Derek, in it to win it.
Your next stop is ONPASSIVE.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Your next stop is ONPASSIVE. Your only stop is ONPASSIVE. You saw the update, our product showcase, our marketing strategies showcase. We all miss our O Connect. Look at those images at the end when we used to do O Connect. Soon and very soon. Soon and very soon. Who does a business that says you are in it to win it? It doesn't matter your age, your skill set, your technical skill set, your marketing skill set, your business know-how, your network, your collaboration skill set, whatever skill set, it does not matter. As long as you're in it, you're going to win it. That is our motto, people. So I'm not going to stay long because if I get carried away, I'll be saying rubbish. So I'm going to pass it over to our ladies that makes our meeting run smoothly. They run at the background to make everything work. So I'm going to pass it over to our team moderator. Over to you, team moderator. Moderating team, take it over.
Okay. Wow. Thank you, Dr. Derek. That was a good reminder, of our O Connect that we miss so much. The pictures were, the images were awesome. We miss that so to it. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you're joining us, you are welcome this afternoon. We are very happy to have you. As always, thank you very much. Welcoming team. You know what? You make us feel at home, always. Thank you. Well, this is home. We're here with family. Thanks to ONPASSIVE, we have family all over the world. I know if I go anywhere, I will not feel lonely because there will be some ONPASSIVian there that I can connect to. So thank you all so much. We thank our CEO for bringing us together, one large global family. All right.
Mr. Irene, can I indulge myself before you call?
Sure.
Okay, I just want to quickly say something I forgot, that we should put our sister and that is always here with us, Teda King, and the family in prayers for the loss of her brother, so kind of gone fast, so put her in prayers. And also, we lost another great member. I saw a lot of ONPASSIVian yesterday who lay a young lady to rest that left behind 4 kids. Put the people that are mourning or lost a loved one in prayers. How about you, Sister Irene? Sorry about that.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. P, for that. Yeah, yeah, it was sad this weekend, but we are strong. All right. So just as she said, sometimes we get emotional, sometimes we get, I don't know what I'll call stress, overwhelmed, depressed. And it is the same thing even when you have money. When you're rich, you go through those moments. And we need that mindset that keeps you strong always, that keeps you, strong and able to overcome, to rise over every kind of challenge or difficulty. You need that mindset. So as you all know, the Dream Team, we do this mindset every week, trying to get our minds ready from going from poverty to riches, overcoming stresses, overcoming whatever that comes your way. So this afternoon, we're going to welcome our very own Queen Lerato. She's going to give us the word this afternoon, get us ready for today and prepared for the future so that we'll be strong, that whatever that comes our way, we are ready. We're ready to welcome it and overcome it. So if Queen Lerato is in the house, Over to you.
Yes, sis, I'm here. How are you, my beautiful sis?
Oh, that background is awesome.
Yeah, because on Passive, we are all nations right here.
Yes.
Like we're here, like right? The whole entire globe. Yes. So I thought, all these flags, that's what On Passive is worldwide, right? So it's important to remember that.
Yep.
Thank you, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everyone, Sister Mary, Pendy, Brother Alfred, everyone here. Thank you so much. And I want to start first off by saying thank God for being here. It's just a wonderful experience to experience life and to breathe in every morning and know that you have another opportunity to love well. You have another opportunity for growth and to enjoy life, guys. Right? So I'm so grateful to God for this life. I don't take it for granted. And as Sister Patience said, that we should remember everybody, that lost their life, of families of ONPASSIVE, and of course, my heartfelt condolences goes to those families. And I just pray that God comforts them, and carries them through this difficult time. It's really difficult to deal with loss. So we remember them, and our heartfelt condolences go to them, and prayers and everything good goes to them. So we can't not be there for them. It's our family. So, and we've been talking about positive mindset, or the power of positive thinking. And I think the first thing that we have to start with, because last week we spoke about different things. I mean, in the last few weeks we've spoken that we are spiritual beings, right? We have body, mind, and soul, right? And we said that now we have to pay attention to the things that go to our soul, because those are the things that will take preeminence in our lives, and that will give direction to our lives. And I said that because we are creators, and because we are powerful beings, we have to really be mindful of what we choose. We have to really filter what goes into our being, and because those are the things that will attract certain things in our lives, or that will be the trajectory of how life is going to go. If we dwell in negativity, we will attract negativity, guys. There's no way. I said that a lion doesn't give birth to a zebra, right? So we have to be really, really mindful. So, and we just touched certain points last week. I spoke about filtering. I said that we have to be very, very, very diligent and watch our minds in every way. You have to really evaluate your thoughts and see what is pushing the way that you think, right? But now this week I said that we're going to talk about another direction. Last week I spoke about those things that we have to be watchful of, and then this week I said that I'm going to talk about tools that we can use in order to cultivate a powerful and a positive mindset. And the first thing is gratitude. Gratitude is so powerful, guys. It is so powerful to be grateful. Just by just remembering that, like I said right now, Dr. Bainey always says, when she comes on, it's like, I want to thank God. That gratitude, thanking the Creator for life, it's huge, because our life is not our own, guys. That to just recognize that you're not here by yourself, that there is a power, there's a spirit that is inside of you. You're an entity, but the greater power that controls everything. And just to be grateful for another opportunity. I always say, I thank God for the opportunity for another day, because then I can make a choice to love well. I make choices through the entire day. Some days I make very questionable choices. When I'm going through whatever I'm going through, life can give you things and just throws it at you. But in those moments too, I still have choices. And even if I make mistakes, or maybe I choose something that is not necessarily beneficial for me, I can still make a choice not to dwell in that negativity, and make a choice to pull myself out of it, and take that as a lesson. So there's always a choice. You're always presented with choice. And gratitude, even in those moments where things are hard, there's always something to be grateful for. Even in those moments where you feel defeated, where you feel like woe, doom and gloom, there's always something to be grateful for. And one thing about gratitude, and when you draw your strength from gratitude, is like you will find yourself being builded up. It's like you will find yourself being tanked. Like I said, birds of the same feather flock together. When you start pulling gratitude and you're concentrating on good things, you will find that, oh, you're getting built up. Like even if you were dwelling or you were somewhere in the ditches, you will find yourself like your mood is elevating. You'll start feeling better, right? Because you will find that, no matter how bad it is, there's still something good that I'm here for. No matter how bad it looks, there is still something wonderful, right? So gratitude, guys, gratitude. I don't know how for you do it, how deep it goes for you, gratitude, but a very heartfelt gratitude even in the midst of fear or anxiety, right? Even in the midst of fear or anxiety or anything, when you have that depth, when you are deep in gratitude and you're able to go to the depths of your gratefulness, you look into your heart, you will see that there's something, the strength that can be pulled from there. And you start building your mind then from there, right? So there is power in gratitude, guys. So you sit with yourself, like I said, I don't know how deep you go with gratitude. I don't know how deep you can go with that, but just sitting in that, in gratefulness, right? Sitting in that and taking it from your spirit, not just, oh, thank you, but really going deep within, you will see, guys, it's really, really powerful. It's really powerful. I'll just talk about it as something that happened in my life way back when, and something that everyday things that I deal with. There's this business that I was doing and everything, and things didn't go the way that I wanted it to go, and there could be fear. Fear can be so, fear is just so amazing to navigate through fear, because it starts creating things where you start even imagining things that are not happening, right? And in that moment, when I stopped and I said, you know what, God, I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just kept on saying, thank you, God. Thank you, God. This could have gone this way, but it went this way. I just started pulling things and thanking God for so many things. And at the end of it all, I found that even that situation that happened, it's not such a big deal. Yes, it happened, but it was not the end of everything, the end of life. The end. I could go on. I could go to the next day and grow from there. So for me, gratitude is really, really powerful, guys. And so to cultivate a positive mindset, you really have to check your gratitude scale and weigh it. Check your gratitude scale and weigh it, right? So, and we also have to start dismantling false beliefs. If you're going to cultivate a powerful mindset and a positive mindset, you're going to start dismantling negative beliefs or false beliefs, right? Because, for example, there are people that won't try anything, but they'll tell you, no, I can't do it. And I'm thinking, how do you know that you can't? You haven't even tried. And even if they try, they'll try it for 2 seconds and, oh, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. And like, how do you know you can't? There are many people that I ask, like, for example, I worked for a show, and in the show, they're very talented people there. It's almost like people who have special skills, like, breakdancers who do top skill breakdancing. I would ask them sometimes, like, how do you get to know that you can actually do this? Because it's on another level. It's not like just roller skating. They do tricks where you think, oh my God, you can't even catch your breath because it looks so dangerous. And I asked them, like, how did you know you could do this? Because for an average person, you look at that, you're scared. You don't even want to try, because it's a skill. It requires you to push your limits. And I would ask them, like, how did you try it until they could, master the skill? But it's not something that yes, talent is there. There are people who are inclined, they're talented to do something, but it doesn't only take talent. It doesn't take talent. I remember Kobe Bryant, I think everybody knows who Kobe Bryant is one of the most famous basketball players. And he was ranked one of the top. Right? Before he died, he was ranked one of the top basketball players. And they asked us, like, you're so talented, and how do you do this? Like, if only you knew how many hours I spent in the gym. If you only know how much I train, and I pushed myself to the limit to say, until I get to this level or it's done, I'm not giving up. And we don't see the hours in the court, or the hours that he takes to train. We don't see. Sometimes he would play with an injury and would know that he's playing with an injury, and he would just push through, right? People would know that he was playing through injuries and everything. They say, oh, he's one of the top greatest. I'm like, do you know what it took for him to be mentioned as one of the greatest, to get to that level? As talented as he is, there are many boys that are talented out there, but they don't make it to that level because they lack dedication. They lack the push, or they don't have the right mindset. They don't have that mindset to say, guys, we have to get it, right? Should they, if they lose, they're like, oh my God, they're falling apart. Their world has come to an end. Or if something goes wrong, they have this, mindset of just making everything a catastrophe and they give up, right? So when they asked us, like, how did it get here? It's like, guys, it's not only talent. There are many talented people who are even more talented than himself, but they didn't make it. They were more talented than himself, but they didn't make it because they lacked the right mindset, or the beliefs that they have had about themselves. They didn't believe in themselves. Remember when I spoke about identity, I said, what do you believe about yourself? So you have those people, their belief about themselves is, I can't. They're I can't. Everything about them is, I can't do this, or what? Oh, I can't. And then when you change that thing and you shift to say, you know what, and challenge that and say, but I can. What skill do I need in order to make this happen? What do I need to do to make this happen? How can I change this I can't into I can? How do I change it? Right? And I find ways that you can actually, try and do something and pull yourself from that negative false belief that says that you can't. Some people don't even believe that they can succeed. I promise you that people who don't believe that they can succeed, or they don't believe that they deserve success, that's where the imposter syndrome comes from, where people won't believe that they deserve something good, or they would work hard, they would get it, but when they get it, it overwhelms them because they don't believe that they deserve to be good, or they don't believe that they deserve to succeed. And so they start self-sabotaging. Our Dr. Derek now spoke about it and said there are people, in essence, everybody wants to be wealthy, but there are people deep down in their spirit don't believe that they deserve to be wealthy. And so when that money comes or something happens for them, something good happens for them, they start minimizing it. They start minimizing because they want to disappear because they don't believe that they have to be there. And then those are the people that self-sabotage. A few years after that, you will see that they squandered their money because it's almost like they wanted to get rid of it because they don't believe that they deserve it. So those false beliefs are very dangerous. If you don't look at them and you start dismantling them now, those are the things that will sabotage you in your success and in your prosperity. Those are the things that will make you, make funny decisions or decisions that are not necessarily beneficial to you. Right? So we have to now start, if we're going to cultivate a powerful, a positive mindset, we have to really watch those false beliefs. Start checking those false beliefs, because those false beliefs, if it's something that you embedded, remember I said that we're spirit. If now your entire being is composed of this false belief and you believe this so tight, you're holding on to it, even if you say something different or you want to lie to yourself, those things are still going to come and overshadow whatever that you want to do or you want to believe about yourself. So you really have to work at them and start breaking them down. It's not an easy test, but it's a decision as well. And it just takes you to be consistent and say, no, I'm choosing something different. I'm choosing something different about myself. I'm this person. I'm a person of prosperity. I'm a person of power. I'm a person of perseverance. You cultivate these things. You start speaking them. You start dwelling in them. Now you agree with these things that you're saying about yourself. It's an agreement, and you make that agreement every day. And then it starts becoming a part of you, because then it's what now occupies the most part of your life. Then change starts happening, right? So I don't want to talk too much. Our speaker is here, and I'm always excited when Brother Michael is here. So the other point that I wanted to make, the statement that Usain Bolt made. Usain Bolt said that it took him 4 years to spend countless hours on the track for only a 9-second run, guys. That run that he does lasts only 9 seconds, but it took him 4 years to train for that, right? And he says that other people would give up in 2 seconds. If something doesn't happen in 2 weeks, they've already given up. It's not happening, right? So you have to really, so I'm wondering what his mindset was. That's something that says push, push, push until you break barriers. That thing that says push, push, push until you become the best, the number one in the world. What was that power behind him to say, I want to be the best? I want to break records, right? Because not everybody can be committed to that. Not everybody can be committed to that. So the people that are committed like him said, no, it's it's 4 years. I'm sure there were moments where it was like, oh, this is too hard, right? There were moments where you thought it was too hard. There were moments where you thought, I mean, what is this for? It's the same as our journey now in ONPASSIVE. Think of it as that 4 years where Usain Bolt was training. And now we're going to go to our best, to that position that we want and that we know it's for us, that we know it's going to happen. There's no other way. I know that ONPASSIVE is successful already. There's no other way. There's no other. I don't even see other things that are going to happen for us but success. I don't see anything else, guys. But that journey, your mindset through that journey, what mindset are you, where are you positioning yourself, right? So he said it's like for him, it was 4 years training to take that world record of 9 seconds. And so other people give up too soon, before they even know that they can break barriers, before they can even know that they're planet shakers, they had already given up, right? So you have to be really, you see the negative self-beliefs about yourself, you have to go into that. I'm just going to mention those 2 things to say gratitude and breaking those barriers of self-beliefs and going in there. Be honest with yourself. When you start thinking, just start marking it. Don't just brace it, start marking it and questioning those belief systems. Sit with it. And some people are not even honest with themselves. They're afraid to confront themselves to say, why do I believe this? Is it true? Is it true? Is it actually beneficial for me to believe that I can't do this? Why? Why can't I? Some people are afraid to answer those questions because then it exposes them. It exposes the lies. And when you're comfortable with the lies, you're afraid to confront them. You get that you're afraid to confront them because they become a part of it. Now you have to confront that it's a lie. Now you have to start making changes. Because when you know it's a lie, you have to make changes. You have to make different choices, right? So let's sit with ourselves. That's our assignment, to say, guys, if we're going to have a powerful mindset, positive mindset, we cannot be afraid to sit with our thoughts and question them and question our belief systems. What do we believe? Those false beliefs, question them and ask them, why? Why can't I? And what do I need to do now? If I know that I can, what do I need to do? Right? So we are people of power, and there's so much more that we can offer humanity, guys. And because we are here, I know that I'm speaking to winners. I'm speaking to people who are uber, prosperous in everything that we do. But we have to be very intentional. The world needs us. The world needs light, right? So whatever wealth that we're looking for, if we're not planning to do something better for humanity, or for sowing it forward for the next generations, then it's for what, right? So we're here to win, guys, and we're not winning only for ourselves. The world needs us. The world needs light. So in case somebody didn't tell you that they love you today, I want to tell you that I love you. You are loved. Thank you so much for listening.
Woo! Thank you, sis. We love you too.
Thank you, love.
We love you more. Wow. Thank you for that word. I felt like you were talking to me. Like you know what I'm going through and you are just telling me what to do. And I'm sure that there are many of us here listening who are probably feeling like that. We live in some challenging times, and we need conversations like this. We need talks like this to help us man up, equip ourselves and be strong to overcome. So thank you very much, sis. I really appreciate that. Positive mindset always, people. Positive mindset always. Don't let any negativity pull you down. Thank you. All right. As you heard, we have Brother Michael in the house. He is one that we do not need to introduce. We all know him, and we are so blessed to have him come visit us once a month, bringing us a lot. And so we are blessed and very fortunate. And thank you, Brother Michael, for being here. We always look forward to seeing you. So I know we started this fireside chat with Brother Michael. I don't know about you guys. It has been fantastic for me. There's a lot we talk about, anything and everything. And it is a lot. And so, as Brother Michael knows, we have people that will ask you questions, and then we have a discussion. So today we have Queen Yvonne and Queen Lerato as usual. And I'm going to hand over for them to start, because I know that we're going to have a lot today. And we know Brother Michael has a lot to share with us. So maybe I'll let you start, Queen Yvonne.
Thank you very much, Queen Irene. So I'm Yvonne Finn, and I'm normally in the chat. I'm living in Canada with you there, over there. We're both Canadians, so I'm celebrating Thanksgiving today. So this is a special day for us. So hello, Brother Michael. So I have the first question. Is that what you're saying, Queen Irene? I have the first question?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I know that
So,
you have Thanksgiving and you have guests at home, so we wanted to start with you.
Yeah, thank you. So, Brother Michael, I'm asking Queen Canla's question. These are hers. So she's saying, it is always a pleasure and honor having you here with the Dream Team. Thank you. Our OES is back, and we can log in and check our information, and it's all there. The excitement, joy, love of ONPASSIVE is blown beyond the roof. I am blown away, like everyone, and thankful to our CEO, Mr. Ash, for making this happen, fostering ownership and leadership of value and accountability to emulate. So the question after that is what has been our biggest learning curve throughout this process for you and for all of us?
Okay, well, first of all, let me say thank you guys for having me here today. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to all those that are celebrating today.
Okay.
So that's good. So even during holiday, because it's a national holiday here, we're still on passive, right? We're on passive. Well, for me anyways, 6 days a week, 24/7 during those 6 days. So, holiday or not, every day is Thanksgiving, and certainly we're all thankful for this great business of ours on passive. And second, my condolence to all those that are or that have lost loved ones, in recent times. There's a bug going around, I guess. But regardless of the circumstance, our prayers out to all the families, of course. And I know those in Florida and elsewhere that are, recovering from the hurricane and stuff like that. Same thing. Certainly our prayers go out to them and their family. These are some serious times, folks. There's no doubt about that. Not just from a financial standpoint, as that seems to be what people are focused on, but certainly there's a lot of things going on out there, and people need to keep safe. Okay, you need to do what you need to do to protect yourself and your family. If bad weather is coming, you need to be prepared for it. If you have to, move if possible, etc. Do what you need to do to protect yourself and your family, because tomorrow is certainly not a promise, for anyone. With regards to this question, what's the biggest learning curve that I think we take away from all of this? It certainly has to be, that patience, right? And I'm not talking about our dear sister, right? Patience is something that we have to have. It's not a want, it is something that we have to have. Our sister talked about, gratitude and commitment and belief. and positive mindset and all of that. You know, but I think over the past 6 years plus, we've come to know our CEO, that this is a man that, you know, he's determined, right? He is committed, right? I think most people would have walked away already, to be honest with you. Right? I think most people would have given up, you know, because we see that all around us, right? We see people give up all the time, all the time. Sometimes people are so close to success, and they walk away. I've seen it time and time again, you know, and yet, you know, this man continues to be there, weathering the storm, you know, in the thick of things, going through things that we're not even privy to, you know, going through things that would have knocked us down tenfold. You know what I mean? And so patience. So whether that's patience on our part to, you know, allow the company to do what the company needs to do to get us to where we're trying to get to, right? Think of what we had to do all this time. Just wait patiently. That, you know what I mean? Like, none of us are out there running out there making sales, right? None of us are out there trying to sell anything. None of us are out there trying to recruit no one. None of us is trying to build any products, create any products. You know what I mean? None of us has to, you know, respond to lawyers and all those different individuals and entities. You understand, folks? Like, what do we really have to do but be patient, right? Now the OES is back, right? And you know, I said it to our CEO. I said, listen, right? I know you want to get the OES back to, you know, to everyone, because, you know, everyone, you know, is going to make them believe, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, we're still good. We're still okay. And I'm like, really? Right? Like, is that what it takes to make you believe? Is that what it takes for you to, you know, have trust in this process and this journey that we're on, is to be able to get into the OES? Okay, no problem. All right. So we get the OES back, and then here comes the questions, right? Here comes the questions, right? Is there going to be anything in my wallet? When am I getting money? You know, where's my old connect? Why is old founders and why and who and what and where and when and how? And you understand? And I'm saying, wow, that was pretty quick. That just wore off so fast. I was like, you know what? Give them a week, maybe a week. You know, then it's going to wear off, getting back into the OES. And now the question, the very same day that we got into the OES, I'm like, wow. So did we learn anything? Like, did we actually learn anything going through this process and seeing that, wait a minute, people think, oh my gosh, it's done, it's over, you know, it's finished, it's not going to happen. And okay, you believe that, that's fine, right? Because what you believe doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, right? It doesn't matter. You don't have an impact on this business. So your belief doesn't really matter where the business is concerned, okay? And so here we are. Oh, we can log into our OES. Oh, I guess it didn't go away. I guess we're still here. You know what I mean? Like, what did we actually learn, right? So I'm going to go back to saying patience, right? That's the biggest takeaway, because to me, it's easy to be patient, right? It doesn't require any skill on your part. Is it easy to become an engineer? Is it easy to become a physicist? Right? Is it easy to become, I don't know, some sort of scientist? Like, you know what I mean, folks? Right? Is it easy to go run 9.58 seconds, right, in 100 meters? You know what I mean? Right? Okay? But to be patient, though, to be patient, it's easy. Just sit, relax. That's it. Just sit, relax. Relax and let the company do what the company is doing, because, folks, for most people, not everyone, but for most people, this is your only chance. Your only chance. And you can try and refute it if you want, but you know deep down, I'm telling you the truth. For most people, for most of you that's listening to me right now, this is your only chance. Okay? Not that there isn't other ways to make money. Not that there isn't other ways to become financially free, to be totally free. Sure, there's other ways. There's plenty of other ways. But for you, as in the 90+% of you, of us, if you wish, okay? It's our only chance. So if you know this, right? If you know that this is your only chance, what's your best course of action? Isn't it to be, well, you know what? Hey, I'm just going to be patient and just let them do what they have to do, okay? Because the truth will always prevail, folks. Always, always prevail. And the truth is, as long as you're in, you're going to win. So you already know that you're in, so just be patient and relax. Back to you, my dear sister.
Thank you, brother. Okay. Are we going straight ahead with just me, or are we going back and forth with Sister Loretta?
You
What
can,
do you
you
want to
can,
do,
you,
Queen?
yeah, you can ask, sis. Ask away.
Keep going?
You
Okay,
can,
great.
yes,
So thank you,
please,
Brother
yes.
Michael. Thank you, Brother Michael. So I think we need also faith, don't you think? Because I mean, really, where's the faith? You know, how much more can Mr. Mufara prove? And he doesn't have to. Where's the faith? Like he's done everything that he said he was going to do. So that's my 2 cents. Anyways, let's go on to the second question, brother. Given the success of having the OAS back after all the challenges and turbulence, it is truly remarkable. We thank the new tech team, each one of them from the bottom of our hearts, and for their commitment, time, skills, work ethics, so on and so forth, she said, etc., to getting this done for us all. What would you say of this new tech team that has worked hard to achieve this historic successful outcome as ONPASSIVE's mission and movement continues moving forward? So what would we say to them or of them? That's what Queen Kanla is asking.
Sure.
Brother.
Well, there are some videos that are floating around, you know, there, right? Whereby some of the founders, you know, were able to express, you know, heartfelt gratitude and thank you to the support team, tech team, etc. You know, so if you get a chance, y'all should take a listen to those. There's multiple ones that are out there.
Yes, there are.
You know, and so, you know, it's all about who you surround yourself with, right? At the end of the day, right? If you've got good people around you, good things are going to happen, right? Absolutely. If you have bad people around you, bad things are going to happen, right? You see how easy life is, right? And simple, right? How simple it is. It's not complicated, right? We complicate it, but it in on itself, it's not complicated, right? So, you know, when you have good people around you, when you surround yourself with good people, then good things are going to happen. So we're starting to see what this new team is doing, and they're doing it in record time. Like, you know, they're not the ones that's been working on this for, you know, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You understand? You know, they're coming in, you know, our CEOs, you know, is hiring new staff and all of that stuff, right? So we know that there's been some changes and all of that, to which more information about that will be forthcoming. You know, but to see that they are coming into a situation where which is fully transparent. They know everything. They're not coming in blind. They know everything. And in spite of all that they know, all that they've seen, all that they've heard, etc., right? They are fired up. They are, you know, locking arms with our CEO and others to make sure that this becomes a reality for all of us, right? You know, so my hat goes off to them, right? You know, they're getting it done, and that's what we need. We need people that's going to get it done. The concept, the mission, the vision, okay, all of that is reality. Like it's not some fairy tale thing, and oh, you know, we're gonna have Catmo, and oh, it's impossible. No, it's all possible, folks, right? It's all doable. It's all realistic, right? But you need to have the right people around you, people that are like-minded, people that's going in the same direction as you, and that's how you achieve. Like, just think about your personal self. Just think about your life, right? Think of the people that you have around you. You know what I mean? Are they negative people? Are they positive people? Are they going the same direction that you like to see yourself in, etc.? Right? Because the people that you surround yourself with will say a lot about you. Right? Don't think that, well, hey, I'm this really nice guy and everything is great and I'm a super duper, you know what I mean? And yet I have all these negative people around me, but yet, I'm not going to be impacted by them, right? I'm going to be the only good one out of everyone. It doesn't work like that. Okay? No matter how much you may think that is the case, it's not true, right? The reality is there's a lot of psychological factors that will play a role in impacting you. No different than people, the movies you watch, TV shows you watch, stuff that you entertain yourself with, that says a lot about you as an individual, and it will impact your actions. Okay, it's as simple as that, folks. Okay, it's not, like I said, it's not rocket science, right? But the bottom line is that we have, and our CEO, right? So we're taking his cue and we're feeding off him and his energy, and he's really fired up. And it's not an act, it's not pretend. You know what I mean? He's being real. As he shared with us over the past little while, things have happened, adjustments and this and all of that he has alluded to. And yet he is still on it full force. He still believes in do it or die. He still believes that, all of us, are going to be in a position that we would never be able to be in a positive way, of course, if it wasn't for ONPASSIVE. Because ONPASSIVE, will do things for all of us that we would be incapable of doing on our own, right? Or even with another company, right? That's just the reality of it. Because companies are out there, folks, and those companies are making money. And unfortunately, the people who are in these companies are not making any money. Okay, I'll just give you a quick example. All right, Facebook. So, maybe you know or don't know, but Mark Zuckerberg, right, the owner of Facebook, right, and WhatsApp and so on, right? He's now the second richest person in the world. Okay, now I'm sure a lot of you have Facebook accounts and WhatsApp accounts and Instagram accounts, right? How much money are you making? Right? How much money are you making? Yet, it's because of you. It's because of all of us who have these accounts as to why he's the second richest man or richest person, right, in the world. Over 200 billion with a B. Just the other day, it was only worth 37 billion. And I say only, right? 37 billion. Okay. And whoop, right? Everything's just shot up. And now he's over 211, I believe that the number was. That's crazy, folks. And yet you have people posting and doing all sorts of stuff on Facebook. And what are you getting for that? Zero, zip, nada, zilch. Right? Is he sharing any of that wealth with you? Is he redistributing the wealth? Right? Are you able to partake in any of that? No. You understand? But it's because of you. If you weren't on there, right? And when I say you, I'm talking about the 3 billion plus people he has in his network, right? If he didn't have that network, folks, he would not be worth $200 plus billion. It's as simple as that, right? So my point is, there are companies out there that are making money, no doubt about it. But the people that are connected and involved, they're making zilch. Well, I was going to say our good buddy, but I say that sarcastically, right? Elon Musk, right? Like X, okay, or Twitter, right, has dropped in value by 80%. Yet he's still the richest man in the world, right? But yet when he took over and he purchased X or Twitter, right, it's gone down in value by 80%. Now think about your bank account, right? Imagine you had $10,000 in your bank account, and now all you have in there is $2,000. Huh? Think of your home. Let's say your home was worth $1 million. right? And all of a sudden, the value just went all the way down to $200,000. Like, what would you do? Huh? How many of you would cry? Yet, his value has gone up, even though the company that he purchased for billions of dollars, mind you. You understand, folks? So I'm saying this is what's out there. This is why I say that for us, our only chance really is on passive. Why? Because of the mission, the vision, because of the people who are involved, okay? Because what the company's looking to do, not about riches for themselves, right? But how can we empower others? How can we put money in other people's pocket so that they can do the things that they need to do to have a decent life? Huh? Which other companies standing up saying, hey, we want, right? Those of you who are in the US, who do you think is going to do that for you? Donald Trump? Huh? Kamala Harris? Right? Like, who do you think is going to do that for you? And for those of you, who are not in the US, whatever country you're in, what is your president or your prime minister going to do for you? What are they going to do for you? Absolutely nothing. And people go out there, people kill in the name of trying to get their favorite politician in power and all this nonsense. And it doesn't matter which one of them is in power, absolutely nothing is going to be done for you as an individual. Nothing. So we've talked about this before, that your government is not going to help you. Your bank, right now, you need a loan and you walk into that bank and they're looking and says, well, your credit is bad. You don't make enough income, so we can't help you. But on the other end, you walk into the bank and you have a very good income. You have a really nice credit score. Oh yeah, sure, here's some money. The person that has the great credit score and the nice income and all that, they don't really need the money. Yet they are the ones who get help. The people who actually need the money, they walk in. Please, can you help me? This is my situation. I'm an honest person. I'll make sure the loan is paid, every single month, whatever. They don't care. You understand? So that's the government. That's your bank or your financial institutions. And then, of course, your employer, right? The person you work for. You show up late a few times and people don't fire you. You understand? You mess up a few times and see if they don't fire you. Do they really care about you? Did they try to find out, maybe something's going on in your life. Maybe you had a change in circumstances as to why you're messing up. Maybe your mental health isn't all there right now. How can we help you? Nope. Out the door. Now the person just steps on up. You understand, folks? So they're not even going to help you. This is what I'm saying. And I can go on and on and on. My point is, on passive, that is our only hope, right? From a business standpoint. You understand, folks? Right? So yeah, we celebrate this new team and what they've done in such a short period of time. Is the OES where we want it to be? Of course not. This is why our CEO says, step number one, just log in. Okay? So don't come with questions and this and that and all this stuff about why this isn't there and why that isn't working and why my profile and this. Don't. All you have to do right now is just log in. And if you happen to try to log in and, the password isn't working, maybe, just maybe, you're putting in the wrong password. Just maybe. Okay? And if by chance you're actually putting in the right information and it's not working for whatever reason, guess what? Just wait. Just relax. No need to reach out to anyone and say, hey, Tom, hey, Susie, hey, John, hey, Mary, I can't get in my account. What's going on? You understand? Just relax. Okay? Because step one is just to log in. Okay? So all the doubtful Thomases can now see that, okay, it's still here. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank God. Wonderful. Right? That's just step one, folks. More and more features will come online. More and more things will be populated. Okay? More and more communication will come down the pipeline, because one of the things that the company wants to do is to be able to communicate to us through the OES when we click on updates. Okay? And our CEO has a very nice message here in case you didn't see it or didn't read it. make sure you scroll all the way to the bottom. Okay, and make sure you read that nice quote that's in red by our CEO, because I love it. I love it. Back to you, my dear sister Yvonne.
I love it too, Brother Michael. That is a great point that you just made. Scroll all the way to the bottom to really read the whole message. Great. So the last question from Queen Candler says, what do you see as our ONPASSIVE's biggest opportunities in the next 1 to 6 months, she's saying. Simple. Be a prophet.
Well, you know, right now, the world is in chaos.
It is.
Okay? It's in chaos. Okay? My wife just told me, was it yesterday or this morning, I think, 7-Eleven, they're closing like 400 stores, and you know what I mean? Like, it's just one after the other of these companies either going out of business, downsizing, you know, cutting their staff. People are losing their jobs. Folks, don't go by the numbers that your government publishes, okay? Don't go by those numbers, okay? Don't go by those numbers. People think like America is great. I don't know why I'm picking on America, but anyways, the same goes for other countries, right? But I just know the numbers where America is concerned, right? Over 40 million people are in poverty in America. 40 million. That's like saying all of Canada is in poverty, okay? Because Canada has a population around 40 million. You understand, folks? That's a lot of people, right? 40 million. You understand? It is crazy out there, right? It is crazy. And yet, hospitals, for example, are making millions of dollars by doing unnecessary surgeries. Okay? I've said this to you before. A lot of these companies, right? They create a problem in order for them to make money. Oh, sir, you got hernia, you know, you need to come and get a surgery done. Right? Oh, you got FAI, you know, you need to come, we need to do a surgery for that. Right? And the list goes on and on and on. You know what I mean? A doctor told me, was it 20 years now? It's at least, I'd say about 20 years, probably a little longer. Right? He says, oh, you know, oh, you got to earn you. Oh, let me feel. And he's, you know, pressing my belly button, and right. And I'm like, I don't think so. Goes, oh yeah, feel it. There's like a little hole, right? Like, okay. Oh yeah, you should get a consultation with the surgeon. And okay, right here I am. I didn't have no surgery, right? It's not necessary, folks. You know what I mean? You have to be your own doctor, unfortunately, right? You know what I mean? But my point, right? My point is that a lot of companies out there are making big bucks, but not you and I. You know what I mean? Not you and I. A lot of these corporate executives are also losing their jobs. So they're looking for solutions. Mas and Pas are also looking for solutions because that one income isn't enough. That one job that they have isn't enough. You've got people working 2 jobs now, 3 jobs now. They're looking for, you think that's their choice? That's what they want to be doing? They want to be spending their time working? Who really wants to work week after week, month after month, year after year if they didn't have to? Huh? You understand, folks? That's where our opportunity lies. Our opportunity lies in that there are people out there that's looking for what we have. So in the next 1 to 6 months, we're going to see a massive uptake and intake in ONPASSIVE. Go back and read that message that's in the OES. Read it and understand it. Okay? Yes. We're going to see that because there are people right around the globe, not just in America, not just in Canada, okay? North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Europe, okay? Australia, you understand? all around the world, folks. Okay? Right? Don't believe the hype. Don't believe what politicians are saying, especially when it's an election year. Okay? Especially. Don't believe them. All right? The bottom line is that people are struggling out there. Right? And while the rich is getting richer and richer and richer, the poor is getting poorer and poorer. And a lot of people think, well, I'm not poor. Yeah, you are. You know what I mean? Well, I'm middle class. Really? Like, there's no, it's either you're rich or you're poor. It's one of the two. I'm sorry. Okay? Don't tell me about no middle class. Okay? Because if you're middle class, chances are there's a lot of benefits that you can't even maximize because you don't even know how to do it. Okay? There are things that's right there in front of you that you don't know how to take advantage of. Right? Such as minimizing your taxation so that more money stays in your pocket for you and your family. Right? And a whole other stuff. Right? But the point is that our opportunity lies in knowing that there are people out there looking for what you and I have. You're going to see more and more people coming into ONPASSIVE as we get going in the next 1 to 6 months. And they're going to come in, folks, not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. No. Why? Because we've said it for the past 6.5 years. We've been saying it. People don't know how to sell. Nobody wants to come join a business where you have to run out there and go sell. They don't want it. You know what I mean? Go Google sales jobs right now and see how many listing comes up. There's all kinds of them because people can't sell. If people could sell, there wouldn't be all these jobs available that are sales based. You understand? People will be gobbling them up. They're not gobbling them up because they can't do them. Right? That's the reality. So we know this. Right? And so when you provide value to people, people are going to be knocking down your door when you're providing value to them. So that's from the company perspective. From our perspective, right? Those who choose to, because it's a choice, those who choose to, right? Because they want to speed up their own success, right? They will find a way to maximize the sharing opportunities. Okay? They will find a way. They'll find a way to drive more traffic, okay, to their business, to their ONPASSIVE business. They will not be shy. Okay, they will reach out to people because they know, I don't care what you're saying. I know you need help. And I'm going to put this in front of you, whether you choose to take the help or not. That's your business. Right? But I'm going to do my job by just putting it in front of you. I'm trying to give you a helping hand. If you don't want it, no problem. Okay, I'm not forcing you because I don't have to be sharing this with you. See, that's the difference, folks. When you join Amway or Melaleuca or any of these other companies, right? Like you have to share with, like you have to. You can't just sit there and say, well, I'm just going to sit back and sit because we got Catmo. They ain't got no Catmo. You understand, folks? They don't. Okay? Go bring me those companies that have that. They don't. You understand? You have to roll up your sleeves and you got to put the work in because that's how success comes, from hard work. The beauty about ONPASSIVE is that the company is doing the hard work for us. That's why we don't have to do the hard work. It's not that hard work isn't needed. Of course, it's hard work to become successful. Our dear sister went through that, talking about when people just see the finished product. Yeah, okay, the race is 9-point-something seconds, but yeah, you didn't see all that going. How many times they wanted to quit during training? How many times like, oh, I can't go to practice today. Right? I see my daughter come on. I'm like, why are you walking like that? Oh, my legs are dead. That's from training. You understand? But she knows because she's going back again. You understand me? Even though, yeah, today was hard, but tomorrow, right? You go back again because you know what you're expecting. You know the results. You know that the results that you're looking for only comes through hard work. So you're willing to put the work in. You're willing to make the necessary sacrifices. Right? How many kids will wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and boo, 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 and the day's not done until 10 o'clock at night, and they have to go to bed and do it all over again. They got their schoolwork that they have to attend to, and they better make sure they're getting good grades. Okay, and I'm not talking about no 70%. I say good grades, right? So they better make sure they're getting some good grades, and then they have to make sure that they're doing well in whatever other activities that they're doing. You understand? Right? Folks, we are so blessed to have ONPASSIVE. We are. And a lot of us don't even realize it. That's the one thing that if I could say that if there's one thing that frustrates me, right, is that one thing that people don't realize what they have. It's like being in a relationship, right? I'm speaking from a man perspective, right? You're in a relationship, you have a good spouse, partner, right? And you just take them for granted. You know what I mean? And then, you break up. They're gone about their business. Then here comes number two. Number two comes in and you're like, oh man, gosh, did I make a mistake? You know what I mean? Not all the time now, don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to, paint the picture, right? That a lot of times, right, we don't realize how blessed we are with what we have. You know what I mean? Even from a monetary standpoint, right? We're looking to think, oh man, I only make $50,000 a year. Oh, that's not much money. I can't do this, blah, 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 blah. Only to find out that there are people out there that only make $7,000 a year. You're like, how in the world you survive? I can't even survive on 50, but you only make 7? We don't realize how blessed we are with what we have. You know what I mean? Right? I remember seeing this this video where the guy's complaining about his shoe, the holes he have in his shoe and all this stuff, right? Until he sees somebody who doesn't have any shoe, right? You know what I mean? So yeah, in the next 1 to 6 months, right? I can tell you without any doubt that our greatest opportunity lies in the fact that there's so many. When I say many, I'm talking about billions with a B of people that are out there that need what we have, not want what we have. They need what we have. So you do the math and you can now see how that can all be monetized. Okay? That's where opportunity lies.
Thank you, brother. And I mean, the thing is, the barrier to entrance is so low. I mean, you just have to want to be in and come and be a good citizen. That's what ONPASSIVE is requiring.
It's free.
It's free. It really is free, except you have to just come with good intentions. That's about it. So thank you so much.
Sure.
You sold ONPASSIVE again, and it doesn't have to be sold. And thank you, Queen Kyla, for these wonderful questions, and Queen Irene and Dr. Patience. That's it for me. Thank you.
Wow, sis. Wow, thank you for those questions. Sister Kanla actually was in my thoughts. We're always bouncing off of each other. So most of the questions that she was going to ask, Brother Michael already answered them. For example, the one I wanted to ask him, what is the experience that he takes from everything that has happened until now? So maybe I should, and then, the experience, like just the journey of ONPASSIVE. What is it up to now? What is the experience that he's taking from all of it? That was my question. I don't know if you want to answer that, Brother Michael. Thank you.
Sure. Right. So again, years ago, we set out, to help as many as we could, with regards to automatic internet millionaire, right? So, I've expressed this many times that we just realized that in order for people to actually succeed, you have to do the work for them, right? Not that, they're not talented, not that they're not capable, okay? But they're talented and capable in what they know, in what they do on a regular basis. You understand? So most people come into this arena, the marketing arena, right? Because that's what this is. It's all about marketing, right? They come into the marketing arena and they don't have the necessary skill, you understand, to become successful, right? So you could be a nurse, you could be a doctor, you could be a carpenter, right? You could be, a sanitary, whatever, right? An athlete. It doesn't matter what you are. You come into the arena of marketing. If you're not a marketer, chances are you're not going to succeed. You're just not, right? You're not going to succeed. And so you take the transition, you take the next step and say, okay, you know what? Well, let's teach people how to be marketers. And that doesn't work either. Some will get it, yes, but very few. Very few. Like you can take somebody and say, okay, this is exactly how I do it. This is exactly what I do. Just come do the same thing. Oh yeah, duplication, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't happen for them. Okay, because they're not you. You know what I mean? It's like you and I could say something, but you say it one way, right? We're talking about the same concept, same idea. You express it this way, I express it a different way, right? And people will get two different things from the same concept, same idea that's being expressed, right? Just the way we say it, okay? You understand? So even though you show people, they still don't get the success that they're looking for. So the conclusion that we drew from all of that is that you had to do it for them. Because if I can do X and I know the result that I'm getting from that, well, I just have to keep doing it over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? Because I know what I'm doing. You follow? Right? So it's nothing to do with intelligence and none of that stuff. Doesn't matter if your IQ's, through the roof. Doesn't matter, right? If you're not a marketer, you're just not a marketer. Just like if you're not a doctor, are you going to be going in trying to, perform, surgery on people? You know what I mean? Like, no, right? Right? You're just not going to. You know what I mean? If you're not a pilot, are you going to be trying to fly that plane? I wouldn't be going in there with you. Don't, I got this, man. I took some lessons. I got this. I don't think so. You know what I mean? You better show me that license, right? You know what I mean? So that doesn't work. So when we realized that you had to do it for people, then that's what we set out to do. But it's a massive task, right? When ONPASSIVE came along, we're like, hey, this is exactly what we want. This is exactly what we need, right? Not just an individual, but a company, right? Where that is their mission, right? That is what they're trying to accomplish. This is what they're setting out to do it for you, right? Put all the tools together, everything that you need, right? Because as a marketer, when I go out there, there's multiple tools that I need to make things happen, right? And so when you put all that together, there's always that one piece that's missing, and that's traffic. It's always missing. Go to any one of these so-called do it, 100% done for you system, blah, blah, blah. Where's the traffic? They're always missing the traffic. And if they give you traffic, the traffic is garbage. You understand? Because they don't really care whether you make money or not. They're just going to try and do whatever they can to keep you in, right? And so we got your money now. So hey, if you leave, no big deal. You understand? On to the next person, try to get them in and so on and so forth, right? So you have to be able to have the total package, right? That everyone should understand CATMO by now, right? You have to have the total package whereby nothing is left to chance. You understand? You can't leave success to chance. I don't believe in that. I don't want to be flying by the seat of my pants. I want to have a proper strategy that gives me the success mathematically. You understand me? All right. I love to crunch numbers. The numbers have to make sense to me. If it doesn't make sense, I don't want any part of it. It has to make sense, right? So when we look at what ONPASSIVE is setting out to do, it makes perfect sense. To me, it's the only way to give people the success that they're looking for. You got to do it for them, right? Our problem is patience, which is the easy part, which I expressed earlier. It's the easy part. Would you rather be trying to put the system together, trying to create the products, trying to go find targeted traffic, right? Put all the tools. Is that what you want to? Are you a techie person? Most people are not. Most people are not, right? Or would you rather have the part where, oh, just be patient? Oh, that's my role, just be patient? Yes, just be patient, right? So we have the easy part, and yet we can't even get that right. right? So it's like we have to be patient for the people. You know what I mean? Like, see how bad that is, right? Here, all you have to do is be patient. And you're like, well, can you be patient for me? Right? Because I have no patience whatsoever. You know what I mean? Folks, what we've learned as we've gone through this process, right, is that ONPASSIVE makes perfect sense, right? We've seen people over the years, 6 years ago, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, jump into A, B, C, D, E, and lost so much money, so much, right? Because they couldn't be patient. You know what I mean? They couldn't be patient. Now, and I get it. Hey, people got to pay their bills. So do what you want to do. I'm all for that. I'm all for people doing what they need to do. Right? Hey, we're all grown-ups, right? We're not babies. Right? So they're free to do whatever they want, but just make wise decisions, though. That's all I encourage people to do, is just be wise. Be wise. Be wise in what you do. You know what I mean? But just knowing that we have the solution right here in our hands. This is confirmed to me over and over and over again as we've gone through this process, as we've gone through this journey. COVID did not stop us. Okay, a lot of companies disappeared during COVID. A lot of companies went out of business, gone. ONPASSIVE is still standing, right? Our CEO didn't disappear on us. Still here, still coming on a regular basis, still giving updates, all of this, still spending time with us, right? Hey, we know in life, it's not perfect. Life isn't perfect. Show me that one person that says life is perfect, right? Life just isn't perfect. You can have your ups, you can have your downs, you can have your good, you can have your bad, you can have your ugly, all of that stuff, right? But you keep going. You keep going. No matter how hard things get, you keep going. If you really love someone, you don't, oh, okay, I'm going to break up with you the minute, things are rough. You know what I mean? That's not love, right? You understand? Our CEO loves this business. Mm-hmm.
It's funny you're saying that, because that's what you were talking to Sister Julie about. And that was my next question. Because you guys were talking about love being the driving force behind this commitment. Mm-hmm. That power of being completely sold out to your cause. You understand? And we see that in our CEO. And when you mention love, that's the direction that I wanted to take with you, to say, now let's take it to mindset. And to take it to that, to say, the power of life, that love that drives a person to go over and over again and say, yes, I will go after it until it works. I'm not giving up. I'm pushing this because the power behind it, I want to help humanity. I want to be one of the solution makers. I want to offer people something better. And that's what you were talking about.
There's a difference when you do something because you feel you have to do it, versus when you do something because you love doing it, right? Yeah. It's a big difference. There are some people who love their job and they look forward to going to their job every day. They love it. They love what they do. You understand? Most people don't, right? But there are some folks that really do. Because you see, when you decide to engage in something where it's not about the money, right? Money could be a byproduct. I'm not saying to do everything for free, right? But money could be a byproduct. Money's a byproduct for ONPASSIVE, but it's not the driving force. But the love is what's driving, you understand, our CEO to do what he's doing, him and his family. You understand? Who wants to put their family in the midst of fire? Who wants to do that? I wouldn't want to do that. Why would I take my family and no? You understand? But when you love something, you're going to go above and beyond. You're going to do whatever it takes. You understand? Some people love the glory. That's why some athletes do what they do. It's not necessarily because they love the sport itself, but it's the glory that comes with it. You understand? Right? And so they're willing to take on the pain because they love the glory more than they hate the pain. You understand? So they're willing to go through no matter what. You've seen guys who, okay, yeah, I've had 2 surgeries on my ankle and on my knee and my back, and they're still going at it. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like, you got to know when to call it quits, right? You understand? I'll just listen to an old interview with Vince Carter, right? For those of you who don't know, Vince Carter played in the NBA for, I think, 20 plus seasons. Incredible individual. Played for the Toronto Raptors at one point, the early part of his career, etc. Very successful, Hall of Famer, all of that stuff. Okay, and he was talking about it. He was talking about the game, right? And the love that he has for the game, because the interview was conducted around 18 years in. So this is around its 18th year mark, right? And so they're like, like, why are you still playing? You know what I mean? Like, you have nothing to prove. You won the dunk contest. You know what I mean? You've been all-star, all of that stuff, right? All the accolades, right? Have been a standout when I was in university and all of that, right? Like, why are you still playing? The love. He says the day when I don't love this anymore, right? I'll walk away. I'm not going to be one of those guys who sit around and just, because the money's still coming in, I'm going to still continue. No, it says when I don't love this anymore, because I have to get up so early. I have to train so hard. I have to do all these things year after year after year. But it's the love that I have for the game. That's what keeps me going. That's why I'm still here 18 years. I believe LeBron James is the same way. For him to be playing at this age and playing at a high level, he's still one of the best in the league at his age, right? Where most people, well, they would have been retired a few years ago. He's still going at a high level. The love of the game. You understand? So you have some people that just, when love is involved, right? And we can get all spiritual. We can talk about God and the love, and you know what I mean? That's another side of things, right? But the point is, when love is involved, right? People will go above and beyond. You know what I mean? Right? If something bad was happening to I'm gonna throw myself. And if a bus was coming to hit my wife, for example, I'm gonna throw myself in front of it, try and save her. You understand? I'm not gonna just sit there and say, "Oh well," you know what I mean? Well, better you than me, right? No, I'm gonna do what I can. If my children are in danger, I'm gonna go to their rescue. You follow me, right? I'm gonna do what I can to ensure their safety because of love, right? The same goes for people, right? Meaning, okay, the majority of people that's in ONPASSIVE, I did not know you guys before ONPASSIVE. You know what I mean? But because I know what the mission is, because I know what this business can do for people, I'm going to go above and beyond to help as many understand this business as possible, right? I'm going to go out and share as much as I can with as many people as possible because I know what this business can do for them. It's the love for humanity why you do something like that, right? Because you could be good. You could be in a good situation. Like, well, hey, I'm taken care of. I'm all right. You know what I mean? But it then goes beyond that, right? It goes beyond that. It goes beyond, you, yourself, me, myself, and I. It goes beyond that. It goes beyond your family. If you can help somebody else, put a smile on that person's face, come on now, right? That's why you said earlier, but if no one has told you that they love you, right? I love you, right? And I'm sure that put a smile on a lot of people's face today, just by you saying that to them. You understand? Right? So it doesn't take much for us to go out of our way to help someone. It doesn't take much to put a smile on somebody's face. Just a simple compliment, you know what I mean? Can all of a sudden, oh, wow. And that just made that person their entire day because maybe no one has ever said that to them. You know what I mean? Right? So yeah, absolutely. Love. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's incredible. It's an incredible emotion, right? That we have. And when people fully embrace it, it's an explosion, right? It's an explosion.
Thank you so much, my brother. My sister Kanla had powerful questions and you answered everything. I mean, whatever that I wrote here, you don't need to answer it again because you already said everything that I wanted to say as well. So thank you so much for this opportunity. And I'm sure there are people who want to talk to you or who you want to ask you questions. So I'm going to leave it here and give everybody a chance to just come in and enjoy what you're going to say further. Thank you so much, my brother.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, ladies, for the questions. And thank you very much, Brother Michael, for the answers. All right. I'm sure, like Sister Lerato said, there are a lot of people here that will probably have questions. So I think I'm gonna now open the floor, leaders who are here. If you have any questions, anything you want to ask Brother Michael? Dr. B?
You want to give him a quick break? So they do the update and we come to the general quick. We have to give him quick water break. He's been loading us. It's I think he would like that quick water break. Just a quick water break.
Thank you.
And we can come back.
All right. Okay. For Michael, we will have you back in a minute. Oh, he's gone. All right. So while we're waiting for Brother Michael while we're giving Brother Michael a break, do we want to do updates? Dr. P, do we want to do updates while we're
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the
All right. So my bestest. All right. Dr. Derek, born ready. Are you there? What do you got for us today?
Peace, blessings, and enough love. Hey, boy, mercy.
Yeah.
What a sin thing. Hold on, let me eyeball him.
I need to just in a seat.
All right, okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, thank you very much. Have mercy, Hey. All right. Thank you very much, Queen Lorato, with that wonderful mindset. Really appreciate. That was awesome. Awesome mindset. And of course, thank you very much, Sir Michael Williams Aim. Really appreciate. That was awesome. But yes, people not really seeing what is happening. And so because they're not really involved and seeing what is happening, then it just doesn't appeal to them, unfortunately. But such is life. You see, just like even when we talk about Christ, it doesn't matter how many miracles Christ did. It didn't shake a lot of most of the people, didn't shake them. So it doesn't matter the evidences of the type of person that ashes and the business that he is moving into the direction for all of us. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have, most persons have already set in their mind that this cannot work, so to speak. And so just like how people set in their mind that, Jesus Christ is not our Lord and Savior, people just have that set in their mind. So it doesn't matter how you try to convince, at least it don't make sense you even try to convince anyone. So moving right along. Right. So anyway, moving right along. So let us look at the updates. It's just a few. He didn't really come on any webinar, but of course, these few lines are things that we got. And so we're going to call on Queen Kanla, who is really going to do the updates. I will just kind of maybe elaborate on one and two of the slides. But Queen Kanla, introduce yourself. Kanla Rahel. Hello,
Is
Queen
Queen
Kanla.
here?
No, Queen Kanla?
Queen
No.
I
Canla
don't
is
think
not in
she's
building.
here
That is
today.
why I had to do the questions.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Darling, she couldn't unmute herself. She's here. She's popping.
Yes, I am here now. Thank you, everyone. I was not in the beginning, but I am able to join from here to for the rest of the webinar. Oh my goodness! Greetings, fellow ONPASSIVEians. What a joy! What a delight to be here and to hear the conversation. I was up in the sky. I wish I were just seated and just take everything in, but I got bits and pieces. I can't wait to go back and listen to the entire question and everything. But I would like to say thank you to our welcome team. I would like to say thank you to all the leaders working behind the scene. I would like to say thank you to all who have joined in today for the webinar. We know you are there. So thank you. I am Kanla Rahel from the state of Delaware, and I will be doing the updates with Dr. Derek. And of course, Brother Michael. Oh my God, you blew my mind away. The little that I got, I can't wait to go back and listen to the rest of the conversation. So thank you. And the mindset, Queen Lorato. Thank you, sis, as always. Over to you, Dr. D.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Kanla Rahel. Really appreciate. All right. And you look smiling and all of that. I guess it was a good day. So let us get it on the way and move it right along. All right. So that's this one and this one. All right. So Queen Kanla, you may take it away.
Absolutely. Thank you. Mr. Ash Mofare, on October 6, 2024. Congratulations. Welcome back. Despite all the challenges and turbulence, we are proudly announcing that our team succeeded in recovering the ecosystem. This process will continue happening gradually over the coming days. Today, we have a major step forward.
Mercy. And so everything has been recovered. Everything has been recovered and everything is back on track. So let us be patient, especially as Ash Mufari has been saying to us over and over, and even Michael Williams Aim have been saying to us in this webinar just now. Let us be patient because all our data, yes, all of our data is back on track, and everything is just a matter of bringing it up, little by little. We are able to log in. At one point, we were not able to log out. Some people are getting frustrated for what reason I don't know. I don't know why people are getting frustrated because they are not doing anything. They are not putting in any codes. They are not, they are not doing anything. So I don't even know why people are being frustrated. It's the happiest time, really and truly, that you can be in a company like this. Because when you're, every one of us should write a book or will be able to write their own book with this journey that we are taking in on passive. So I don't know why, it's a win-win-win situation all the way.
Mm. We appreciate your patience and cooperation. Stay tuned for the next steps and follow the instructions promptly. Oh my God, you were just talking about that, Dr. D. At this time, no new registrations, no payments, no support. You are in it to win it.
Yes. So let us stay in it to win it. Please.
And now, Mr. Ash, on October 17th, 2024. What a powerful comeback. So inspiring to see how loyal and engaged our community is. We are moving forward better and faster than predicted. Oh my, way to go. Amazing traffic. Yes, we have seen amazing traffic. In just 6 hours after we were able to log in into our OES, we've had 12,500. Oh my God.
Read that number again. Read that number again, Queen Kanla.
12 million. 12,500,000 requests on the ecosystem. Oh my God. I was trying to reduce the number. 12,500,000 requests on the ecosystem. That is 20,000 to 25,000 requests per second. Millions and millions to come. Oh my goodness. This is what we talk of explosion. What? But that's how we do it. Only in ONPASSIVE, that's how we do it. So stay tuned for more great news.
Listen, we have to understand, that this company we as founders or founding members, we are not sure what we have in our hand. We are worse off than Moses. Worst off than Moses. Don't have a clue with what we have in our hands. People out there that have the right mindset is looking from the outside in, recognizing what ONPASSIVE is about, and they are ready to go. Ready. 12 million. Can you imagine in 6 hours? 12 million. Listen, look at it this way. If we were to release Organic, remember Organic is $125 a month. Watch this now. $125 a month. So right now, each founding member, listen to me carefully, each founding member, so if we talk about, it's approximately 1 million founding members, which 1 million is not active, but let us talk. 1 million founding members are there. So each founding member would have received 12 persons that is ready to go. 12, just 12, you know. Just 12. You see, we don't see the power of it yet, you know. 12. And this is in 6 hours. So, all right, 12 for the day. 12 persons that are ready to go for the deal we just got. All right? And each one of them pay their $125. Remember, it was 25%. 25% that we have gotten already in time past. Don't know what it is going to be now going forward, but let us look at what it was with the 25%. With that 25% of $125, work out the math, do the math, right? And then you multiply that by 30 days in the month. You multiply that and see what ballpark we're talking about in 1 month with one product. One product, you know. Remember, you know, Organic. That's the only product we know the costings are, you know, the previous costings that we're kind of working with. If you see this value, if you see this value in a company that know, as according to what Michael Williams EM just said, no other company. You are in Facebook, you're not getting any money. You are in WhatsApp, you're not getting any money. You are in Zoom, you're not getting any money. And here comes a man that with a product or connect, you are able to generate an income that is going to be second to none. All of us should be very excited with just this update that is right there in our ecosystem right now. And so, my name is Ash Mufari. I was born to make a positive impact in our lives, in your lives, in my life. Ash Mufari is born to make a positive impact in our lives, in our future, and that can ripple to the entire world. So watch this now. First, he's going to make an impact to the founding members' lives, because everybody that is coming in now going forward has to be attached to one of the founding members in this company. I love you. I'm proud of you all, and we are going to make it to another top. So stay tuned, buckle up, because this is how ONPASSIVE do it.
Yes.
We are ONPASSIVEians.
ONPASSIVEians.
That was your update for today, the 10th, October 13th, 2024. I thank you very much. Really appreciate. Really appreciate. Really appreciate.
Can't wait. I'm excited. Oh my God. Thank you, Dr. Derek and Queen Kanla. Thank you for the updates. Thank you for the excitement. If anyone is not excited, I don't know what to say. That it is a lot of excitement. That's why I call this one my bestest item on the agenda. All right. I'm hoping that our brother got his water break, and we are gonna get back to talking with him. And this time I'm gonna hand over to the Q&A team so that you can handle this section well. So if there are any leaders in the house that have questions, anyone in the house that has questions or have any excitement to share, this is the moment. So I'm gonna hand over to Dr. Benny and your team, please. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Queen Irene.
Oh, look at that face. Mm.
Thank you. I really appreciate you. I appreciate each and everyone. Before I proceed, I would like my team to introduce themselves before I will be the last. I will start with Queen Yvonne Finn.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. Greetings, everyone. My name is Wizard in celebrating Thanksgiving here. So Thanksgiving to me and to God. And there are nothing, well, okay, we're just introducing ourselves. Nothing in the chat yet anyways. So thank you.
Yeah. Queen Aisha, are you available, please? Queen Aisha, are you there? Queen Julie Pierre, could you please introduce yourself? Julie Pierre.
Hello. Thank you, Dr. Benny. Hello, everyone. My name is Julie Pierre, and I'm from the sunny island of St. Lucia. It's my pleasure to be here with you this beautiful Sunday. Thank you. Back to you, Dr. Benny.
Thank you. Queen Engineer Bridget, are you available, please? Well, we do understand that we have our brand ambassadors who wear multiple hats. Queen Kanla Rahel. Present, Queen Dr. Benny, our First Lady of ONPASSIVE. Yes, I am Kanla Rahel. My mother calls me. So anytime you hear that name Rahel, you know that that is the only person who will call it the way it properly called. And I love it because then I always know I have someone calling me who loves me that much. So I will be part of the updates as well as the Q&A, and will be here to be able to offer my support to the rest of the team. Thank you always. Back to you, Queen Dr. D. Thank you. Benny, rather. It's okay. As you all know, I always scream, right? Greetings, my brothers and sisters, my queens and kings. Happy Sunday! I am excited because OEM is back. All right. I want to take this special moment to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing each and everyone this afternoon, evening, morning. It all depends upon our location. I also want to thank our Heavenly Father for sending somebody to you and I. Because if it wasn't for this particular individual, you and I will not be here to you all, right? And his name is Mr. Ash Mufare. You guys notice that he is here to correct corruption, eradicate poverty, and to uplift humanity. And he always said, the force is talking to him. He is determined to do whatever to make you and I happy. And I believe that you guys are ready to ask questions here and to share your excitement as well. Mr. Ash stated that either I do or I die. But I want to thank each and everyone, our welcome team, our beautiful mindset queen, our moderators, our one and only presenter for today, Mr. Michael Williams Ames. We really appreciate you coming here every month because of the love you have for us and because you love ONPASSIVE to death. Thank you, Mr. Michael. We appreciate you. And I want to thank our host, Dr. Pat Ajongwe, as well as those who are watching us
And I also want to thank Queen Rose, who is taking care of everyone on the chat, on YouTube. Thank you all. As you all know, my name is Dee Benny at Tinglet. I am one of the question and discussion team, and I also monitor the chat. But today, I have 2 questions to ask. If our Mr. Michael Williams Ames, are you ready for me?
I'm always ready.
Thank you so much, sir, for coming. We appreciate you. What can you advise us, affiliates and users of the ecosystem, to be prepared with as we move to the next phase of our business?
Well, we've heard it said time and time again about mindset, and I don't think that can be emphasized too much, right? Because it's really, really true, folks. You have to believe and know that success is yours, right? Because when you do that, when you believe and know it, right, then you can relax, then you can be calm, right? Then you don't come with, anticipation, expectation, right? You just come and you receive whatever is there to be received, right? Our CEO says to log in to the OES, so you log into the OES, right? Nothing more, right? When he says, okay, do this, then okay, we do that. Nothing more, right? Then when the next step comes, you understand, right? We just need to pay attention to our OES for updates, right? Because that's where they will be, right? The updates will be there, right? So we need to log in, and it's at the top of the OES. You just click, updates, and you just read what's there. Okay, more information will be coming. Okay, this is not it. Right? More information will be coming, so we just have to continue to stay tuned, right? And just continue to help each other, to get to where we need to get to. So it still requires patience, right? It still requires us, to be in that mode whereby we know that our lives are going to be transformed, right? But it takes patience. Why does it take patience? Because time is involved. It is not something that, we're back in the OES. Okay, here I have everything that I need. I'm good to go. Thank you so much, right? I said this to a few people that we have to understand how money is made, especially when it comes to ONPASSIVE, right? That money's made when products are sold. The CEO is not going to be handing out money. He's not going to be like, oh, here, you know what, Dr. Benny, I like you. So you know what, here's $1,000 for you today. You know what? Kenla, Rahel, you know what? I don't like you. So you know what? I'm not giving you no money. So all right. Oh, there's Engineer Mike. Oh, I like you. So here's some, here's 10. It's not like that, folks. Okay. You know what I mean? Right? Money is made when products are sold, right? So if we understand that, right, then why would we be asking, is there going to be money in my wallet? When am I going to receive commission? When am I, you know what I mean? If we know and understand that. But guess what, though? When products are sold, money will be made. It's simple, folks. This is not some pie in the sky fairy tale business. You still have to adhere sound business principles. You understand? So it's not a get rich quick scheme. You're not going to be making $1 million a year for no reason at all. There has to be a reason why you make $1. There has to be a reason why you make $10, $100, $1,000, and so on. There has to be a reason why. And it's not because the CEO looks at you and says, oh, well, you know what? I love you. Here you go. No, folks. Okay. So please, for us, just pay attention to what's going on, right? Well, we've been saying this over and over and over again. Just pay attention that every single day, 5, 6, 7 times a day, you need to log into your OAS. Not at all, right? You can do it on your own time. So if you want to log in once a day, log in once a day. If you want to log in once a week, log in once a week. It's up to you, right? It's entirely up to you. You understand? But you're not going to be missing something, right? Don't let fear get in the way and you think, oh, I'm missing out. You know what I mean? Oh, my password is not working, so I'm missing out. So relax, okay? Let's all just take it easy. Everything is going to be working the way it's supposed to work. If you happen to be one of those individuals that something may not be working that you think should be working, don't worry about it. Just relax. Okay? Because in due time, all will be working as it should, and you will benefit from that. Okay? So, I mean, that's it, Dr. B. That's it. We just have to continue to be patient, knowing that it's coming. Right? You think we're going to be saying another 5 more years are going to pass and we'll be like, yeah, it's coming. No. I don't even have that kind of patience. Okay? To say 11 years down the road, this is, no, folks. No. Right? We are on the verge of something that's transformational, right? I'm just on the verge of it, right? And so a lot of things are being done. You just can't see it. You know what I mean? So not because you can't see something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You understand? Not because you can't see something with your mean it doesn't exist. Some of you have never seen California, ever. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You understand? Some of you have never seen Nigeria. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist, right? Some of you have never seen my wife. Doesn't mean she doesn't exist, right? I don't have a pretend wife, you know what I mean? But you've never seen her, right? So, right, not because you don't see something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Things are being done, folks. We are moving forward. Things are happening. There's no doubt about that, okay? And in time, more and more will be revealed to all of us, right? So, course of action, just relax, take it easy, knowing that you're in good hands, all right?
All right. Mr. Williams, to tell the truth, I know I do have another question, but I really want to appreciate this particular answer. It's like you are preparing those, our affiliates, their mindset for them to know that, hey, just relax. Do not expect that, oh, you can get money right now. Something has to be sold before you receive some pennies. Thank you so much. I wish everybody,
big pennies,
those in Africa were here. I'm serious.
Okay. Big pennies, so Dr. B. Big pennies, not little pennies, big pennies.
Oh, man. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm excited. Don't jump out of yourself. No, I really appreciate this. Thank you. My next question is, at this stage that our ecosystem is up and running and stable, do you advise to start sharing again or wait for directives and clarity from our extraordinary CEO, Mr. Ash Mofaran?
Yes, I would say now is not a good time to share because we can't any new individual at this time. Okay, no one can register. Okay, affiliates, customers, like no one can register at this time. Okay, so then it wouldn't make sense to share. Like, what are you going to share? You know what I mean? I would certainly wait until things are in place for us to then be able to share for those who want to, right? Just think of it this way. The business will be set up in such a way that sharing will be automatically done. And for those who want to, add on to that, right, they will have the tools that they need to be able to do so, right? So it's best for us to wait for those tools, and then we'll be able to do what we want to do. Because I know a lot of people, a lot of founders will be sharing this out there, because people are at that question that you're at, like people are asking that question, like people are, at the edge of their seat and can't wait to get going as far as sharing with this, because just the fact that we're still here, Dr. Benny, you know what I mean? When you look back and you think of everything, all that has transpired, right?
Yeah.
And it's incredible that we are, you know what I mean? And so when you look at that, this is where the spiritual aspect comes in, if you wish, as to why our CEO says that only God can stop ONPASSIVE. And it's a true statement. It really is. Okay. It's a true statement that only can stop ONPASSIVE. Okay. ONPASSIVE is meant for good. It's meant to do a lot. And yeah, there'll be others, there'll be individuals, there'll be companies, there'll be entities, authorities, etc., that may not want to see that happen. Right? It is possible, right? There's some individuals that don't want to see ONPASSIVE succeed. I know that for a fact, right? That's okay, but their words don't mean nothing. Their actions don't mean nothing, because it cannot do anything to ONPASSIVE. It can't. You understand me? So we just have to understand, if you have a proper business model, you're going to be fine. Okay. And so ONPASSIVE is that. Okay. It's a proper business model. Okay. And so therefore, we're all going to benefit from that. Definitely. No doubt.
Oh man, I am excited. You know that. Thank you so much. All right. Queen Julie Pierre, could you please call the next person?
Thank you, Dr. Benny. We have a few hands that are raised, but I would like to ask my question first before we go to the hands that are raised. Mr. Michael, in building something, you would know the intrinsic parts and functions of the inside and outside functions of your product. It gets trashed, and someone else comes along and is required to put it back together and make it functionable. What does this tell us about this new tech team that our CEO is blessed to be working with right now? And the record time that they have taken to get this done.
That question was raised earlier, right? And so the short of it is that we're in good hands, right? Is the bottom line. To have our team to be able to do it, as you said, in record time, to get things back up. It speaks volumes to the quality of the people that we have, right? And as I mentioned earlier about surrounding yourself with good people and so on, ONPASSIVE is in good hands, folks, right? The fact that we have our CEO, forget about the support and the tech team and all those other people. Just the fact that we have our CEO, this person, this CEO, because if it was another CEO, we would have been finished, done, over. We would have been, because they would just walk away. Like, you know what? I don't need all this trouble. I don't need people saying this about me, about my family. I don't need all of this. You know what? I'll move on, right? They'll take the easy way, out. But our CEO is there in the middle of the fire. You know what I mean? And he has a good heart. There's no doubt about that. He's a man that's filled with integrity. He actually loves people, actually cares about people. He's not one of those individuals that love money more than people, right? So he fully understands that we use money, not people, right? So he gets all of that. And so just the fact that we have him at the helm, him in control of all of this, that's what makes the world of difference, even beyond the support team, tech team, and so on that we have. Because yes, anyone can stumble in business. Anyone can fall down. Okay, but not everybody gets back up. Some people choose to stay down. You know what I mean? You ever seen a boxing match? Right? Person gets knocked down. Some of them, they just don't get back up, right? And so they're counted out, right? Whereas others, they find a way, they dig a little deeper and get back up. And I've seen some of them get back up and actually win the match, win the fight. You understand? Well, that's us, right? That's ONPASSIVE. That's our CEO, right? That individual that, yeah, you may get knocked down, you may get a few bruises, right? But you fight through and you end up winning, right? You end up winning. And we are winners and we're surrounded by winners. So as a result of that, by default, every single one of us will win by default. Not because we believe we're going to win, not because we have faith that we're going to win. None of those things, right? Because there are some folks that are going to win that have no faith. There are some folks who are going to win that don't believe. You understand? But the fact that they're in ONPASSIVE, by default, they're going to win. You understand? That's why ONPASSIVE is a different animal. You know what I mean? It's a completely different type of business. So yes, belief and faith and all that is important. Don't get me wrong, right? But my point is that even though you have some folks, it's one of the few instances, right, where this is true, right, with our business model. Even though you have someone who may not be a believer, but as long as they stay in, they're going to win, right? You just can't beat that, folks. You really can't. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Michael. I now call on our brother, Pastor Paul. Could you please unmute your mic and ask your question, please?
Thank you, Sister Julie, and thank you all the moderators and all the presenters so far. Thank God that Mr. Mike mentioned Nigeria, and that draw my attention to the fact that I have some leaks of individuals that will never allow them to come to Nigeria. So, and Dr. Benny is #1 on the list. So thank God that Mr. Mike says, for the fact that you have not been to Nigeria does not mean that Nigeria does not exist. In fact, I'm talking from Nigeria, and Dr. Benny will never come to Nigeria. So I will be unfolding the rest of the people on the list subsequently, maybe each time that Mike is available the next month. So thank you very much, Mr. Mike. I don't have, my own is not a question, but as always, appreciating you for keeping us on the line till this time. And if we must say the truth, there is nobody that has kept our faith so strongly at our own level to this time. And it has even got to a point that a fellow founder will tell you to your face, are you still hoping? Are you still talking about ONPASSIVE? Are you still hoping that ONPASSIVE, that is how some founders have even gotten to. But because of somebody like you who will come once in a month, talk, and it's not ordinary talk, not ordinary nods, but real talk with all sense of seriousness, and every reasonable person that look at you really 100% and will begin to act on that level. A lot of people will keep on imagining and asking themselves questions, whether is this ONPASSIVE or another thing. So thank you so much. Even when the OES was down, we are here, we are live. You kept on talking to us, telling us it's coming, it's happening, and till today. So we are fine, we are good, and we believe that God will continue to keep, and no matter how, it is not how long, but how well at the end of the day, that will always count. The fact still remains that whether the founders, the affiliate, or those that are not in, if any time that ONPASSIVE come up, just like a woman from labor, immediately after delivery, every suffering, sorrow, pains, they forget them immediately. So at ONPASSIVE will be just to open up, and when everything is set, everybody will forget whatever they have said negatively about a company. But we thank God for having people like you in the company right from the beginning to the end, because it's not always easy. A lot of things run in the minds of people, and sometimes, so because of at the end of the day, looking at the repressive tendencies, they tend to show so many things, and then with the levels of convictions and knowledge also affect our reasoning. But we thank God that we are fine. Thank you so much. Above all, not only that, you have been happy, but you are always ready, and you always ready not for any particular set of people, but for everybody that come across your way. That is another distinct features or another character that is so different from you again. Anybody that can reach out to you, always taking your time to attend to them, and God will continue to keep you. And at the end of the day, beyond the pre-ONPASSIVE outing, so I will know that it's going to be so wonderful that one day I will come and say, my big Mike, I'm coming to Canada. So here I am, where I am. And I say, okay, Pastor Paul, you are the one. Before I call Engineer Mike, I will even call you first, because Engineer Mike will not allow me to go out when he see me. So I will see my boss. Thank you very much, and God continue to bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Paul. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure now to call on to our big brother, Engineer Mike from Alberta, Canada. Please, could you open your mic and ask your question?
Hello, everybody. Good day. Happy Sunday and happy Thanksgiving to the Canadians. Hey, big bro, did you have some turkey already? Did you smoke turkey?
No turkey.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Happy Thanksgiving, big bro.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for always coming here and inspiring us. I mean, this is the most important thing that is happening to us these days, because, I mean, we are from a big crisis that if it was just a small basement company, it would have been extinguished, because we know what happened and we can't go back there to start talking about them. But we want to thank our incredible team, that's the Dream team, or they are the people who have brought us back again to life. And we just want to thank them and our CEO for all the job that I've been doing. But with that, we'll still want to thank you, because I mean, you give us that assurance that Mr. Mufara himself uses the concept of ONPASSIVE, or they cannot really understand what concept of ONPASSIVE, or they cannot really understand what ONPASSIVE is all about. Then the question will be, are you really serious, right? because you are not telling us this, you are not assuring us or explaining concept to us that you will come and be you will be running my business for me. No, you are giving us that tool that we can use and run our own business ourselves. Mr. Mufare will not come and run your business for you. He has given us a platform for all to be winners. So how do you be a winner if you don't know how to drive? If you don't know how to drive that final that they have put in front of us, if you don't have a driver license, if you don't know how to drive, how will you be able to drive the car? It will be all wasted. So we want to thank you for giving us the fuel to put in the vehicle to drive it around. Okay, we just want to say thank you. I've noticed also something. I used to ask our founders most of the time, like, are you ready? People don't really know the reason. I'm asking you, are you ready? Because I have worked like more than 25 accounts already that they didn't still have access to their primary account, right? To their recovery account. So please count, because those accounts are somewhere else. It's not ONPASSIVE. Go and check, logging into that account to see if they can alternative emails are working. I've recovered more than 25 already. You can see. So, but you people, if you were taking our advice every time we come here, we tell you, please go and check them. Go check those email addresses. The one Proton Mail, the ones on Google, the ones on Yahoo, the one on GMX, AOL, the one of Outlook, all of them, MSN. Go and check those emails. They are your alternative email addresses. Check if you can log into them successfully, because I've recovered like more than 25, like I'm saying. But if we pay attention to the details, we come here, we tell you this speed will be so fast, the train is going so fast to the next phase. So we will not be coming back to those small things again. It is now your time to fix them.
So what you're saying then is that you're the recovery guy. So if someone needs to recover their email, they should contact you. Okay, all right.
No, they gave me a lot of work with you last time, so I don't want. I just want to deal with that. But if they were listening to us, everybody should be fine now, right? I just want to say thank you, big bro, and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. But I will say, I can drive the car without a driver's license. Just saying. Okay, I don't need to have a driver's license to drive the car. Just saying.
How can you?
The driver's license.
You get in trouble for that too, right?
That's a different story. You didn't say to legally drive the car. You said that you need to have a driver's license to drive the car. I'm saying
the first thing is you need to know how to drive the car.
Yeah, people drive the car before they actually get the driver's license.
Yeah, so what I want to say is the first thing is to know how to drive the car before you get a driver's license.
There you go.
You need to learn how to drive the car first before going to get a driver's license. Thank you, big bro.
It's only semantics. It's all right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Engineer Mike. Thank you, Mr. Michael Ames. And I just want to inform Pastor Paul that before we go to Nigeria, we're coming to St. Lucia, we're going to Jamaica, the beautiful islands in the Caribbean. We're going island hopping. Engineer Mike is free to come and join us if he's willing to.
That's right.
It's beautiful out here, Engineer Mike.
I know, Julie.
Jamaica. Oh my goodness. Isn't that right, Mr. Michael?
Yes, and forget about all the other islands, because if we only say St. Lucia and Jamaica, oh boy, we're gonna be in problems. So
I do.
Oh, dear. We can't just say Nigeria. We're gonna talk about Ghana. We're gonna talk about Cameroon, and and the list goes on and on. We got to get to Israel. We got to get to India. So many places. The UK, all of that. So countries around the world, we're coming. Okay. At some point, we will get there.
Thank you. At this point, I'm going to pass it on to Sister Aisha. Are you available? Can you unmute yourself, please?
You're speaking, but we're not hearing you. No, still not.
We can't hear you.
No, we cannot. Sorry. Queen Kanda, could you please proceed?
All right. It looks okay. When she's able to mute, and then she can continue.
Yes, please.
All right. Thank you, First Lady. At this time, I would like to call on I think Mama Edith from South Africa. I know we call you our mama, but we look up to you as our model because like we had a conversation, age is not a number, but you're here. ONPASSIVE has made it possible. You're learning and your excitement, your enthusiasm, your love of ONPASSIVE thing that even sometimes I have to catch myself and say, what am I doing? If Mama Edith can do it, then why? Why will I not do it? What is my excuse? So thank you for being that motivation to some of us. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Queen Kanla.
Yes. Before you continue with much better now.
Okay. I just want to express my appreciation to all the queens and kings who make things happen in this dream team. Special appreciation to our special CEO. Michael, advice and inputs are always humbling. You humble me each time you speak. Concern is, you know, we say this thank you. Thank you is a very important value. But for the fact being done for me and all of us, I just feel thank you is now so weak. This dream team has Dr. Derek. He can manufacture some words. Can we not beef it up so that if we say thank you in a way to our CEO and to everyone is really, really meaningful? Now, when you say thank you, when I say thank you to all these things that have been done for me and all of us, thank you seems so weak. How can we make it a little bit voluminous to express how one feels inside? It's true, Michael. Person like me, I know that ONPASSIVE is moving forward, but I don't know the magnitude. I try to imagine every day. But you say at the end of the day, I'm getting this big thing, and I just say, thank you. I don't know what else I can. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I fully, I understand what you're saying. You know, sometimes, words just is enough to express, your heartfelt gratitude for something. So I get that. But what I would say is that even greater than our words will be our action, right? Even greater than our words. And so when the time comes, right, I believe the thank you, the gratitude, the appreciation, the love will be seen in our actions. What will we do? What will we do with what is given to us? Right? And so when that, because that's the ultimate goal, right? The ultimate goal is to have a lot around the globe, right? For people, reaching out to strangers, you know what I mean? Their neighbors, people within the community, people outside, people overseas, to be able to help. If we're alert, we should see that there's a lot that is needed. Like no one should have to come and tell you that, oh, there's a need over. Yes, you're living under a rock. You know what I mean? You should be able to see it. And as a family, we watch certain shows and videos or whatever to see what's going on in other parts of the world. And when we see people taking months, right, just to travel 1,000 kilometers, I'm like, months? Like, to me, that's crazy based upon, where I live, right? For me to go 1,000 kilometers, it's going to take me, less than 10 hours to get there, right? And that's driving. We're not even talking about flying, right? When I see that for some folks, it takes months to get there based upon how they're traveling, on these makeshift raft that I see people on that are, you know what I mean? Like, there's some need. And so we sit here as a family, we're like, why is it not possible to actually give these people a proper vessel that can get them to where they need to go? You know what I mean? Like better transportation, right? When we see roads where people are sitting up to get to where they need to get to, and it's taking them kilometers. I mean, I can get to from which is about 600, maybe 650 kilometers. I know I can get there in probably, let's say 6 hours, and it's taking people days. Like, you understand me? All because of the roads are not good. The vehicles that, one guy's driving an 18-year-old truck that he's driving on, and they have to stop and dig out the dirt from, you know what I mean? My point is this: our action, when we are in a position, right, that ONPASSIVE will put us in, our action will dictate how grateful we are for what has been done for us. It's because, people talk a lot. I could be saying all this stuff, and I could just be making stuff up to you. You understand? Just lip service, blah, 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 blah. As my kids like to say, just yap, 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 yap. Okay? So, that isn't it. It's not about the words. So I understand what you're saying. Thank you isn't enough. Yes, sometimes words just isn't enough to express how you feel. But action, though, they do say actions speak louder than words. The action of us will take, that's going to tell the tale, right? And so I hope, that is my hope, that is my dream, right? That all of us, when we are in a position, I'm not saying now, I'm saying when we are in a position, because of the blessings that we receive from ONPASSIVE, that we will do the right thing, right? That we don't just say you're going to help people. We will actually help people and make a difference in their lives, whether they're in ONPASSIVE or not. You understand? That's how we actually express our gratitude to ONPASSIVE and those that are involved.
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Queen Carla.
You're welcome, Mama Edith. Is Queen Bridget there? Queen Bridget, you can take the next, Mr. Victor. Or Queen Aisha, are you able now to unmute? I see your iPhone. If you can, please proceed.
Queen Carla, I think Aisha can just continue. Right. Aisha can't come back.
All right. Okay. Please go ahead and share with us your excitement or your comment, Mr. Victor.
Thank you, my sister. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are all over the world. I'm Victor Ogumlade from London, United Kingdom. It is a privilege to be here tonight, although I don't normally, present here every week because I also have other webinars that I do attend. But I thank God for, coming here today. And I didn't want to go without saying something, to encourage us all. First of all, I want to appreciate, Michael Williams, my brother, my mentor, my everything, because each time I call on him or I message him, he's always there. He never looked back. And I say, thank you so much for what you are doing, for us all. I want to appreciate our CEO, for what he's doing. I want to appreciate the tech team that brought things back to us. I want to appreciate Dr. Benny, Engineer Mike, And, all our great leaders that have spoken before me, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you tonight that we are of our life. I don't know how you are thinking. I don't know what is in your mindset, but I want to tell you tonight that the greatest time of our life has arrived just now. So I don't want you to doubt anything. I don't want you to be shaking. I don't want you to be worried. For having our OES back is a great thing that we have to be joyful of. I'm super duper excited. Since the beginning that I joined ONPASSIVE, almost 5 years ago now, I never look back. Because one major thing that made me to join ONPASSIVE, no company, no program has ever done this. And that is why I'll tell people it is unprecedented for what ONPASSIVE is doing. What ONPASSIVE is doing for us has never been done. Now, I don't think in this our generation that it is going to be done. A company that is building the products, not just garbage, viable products, magnificent product that people will be craving for. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. A company that is bringing us the targeted traffic. In other words, we don't have to recruit. We don't have to market. We don't have to call. We don't have to convince. By telling people, by sharing it to others, we are only helping them. Because this is a company that has given me the assurance that my success can be replicated. And that is why I'm so much in love. I'm so much proud about ONPASSIVE. Anywhere I go to, I talk on ONPASSIVE. My children, they've named me ONPASSIVE. My wife, if you want to come, you say ONPASSIVE. And that is the attitude, your mindset, your belief about what you're doing is going to go a long way. If you have a negative attitude, it is contagious. People will see it. If you have a positive attitude, it is contagious. People will see it. So I want to encourage us all that as you are here now, you are a winner. You are not a quitter. For standing here, by standing by Ash Mufara to replicate, and I want to congratulate you all that what we have in our hand, this is humongous. It has never, ever been done before. I repeat, no company, no program will ever do this. In the period of 6.5 years, you know how many companies, how many programs that has gone down the drain and nowhere to be found. They've, carted away with people's hard-earned money. And here we are still here. ONPASSIVE is still here. And ONPASSIVE is giving us the future, the hope. Maliko Sharata, I thank you all. I want to thank you for standing here. My coming to ONPASSIVE is a blessing to me, to my family, to the people around me, to the world at large. Because I'm an inspirational speaker. I've traveled to so many parts of the world. And I tell you, I'm not a marketer, but because of my belief, because of my positivity, no one can say no to me. I am unstoppable. And that is the attitude that I encourage you all to put in your business, in whatever you are doing. Ash has gone extra mile to build this company for us. What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to go through in the course of this journey to make your dream a reality? That is the question I put to us all. Thank you for allowing me to speak. God bless you all. Thank you, Michael Williams. May God bless you. And all our leaders that make things happen. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Oh my goodness, you were on fire, Mr. Victor. Oh my God, that was
well said.
Dose again. Absolutely brilliant.
Hello, Mama, Queen Mama Kanla.
Yes.
For so many people, I don't know if everybody really know our brother Victor Gumlade. Before the leader board shut down in ONPASSIVE, his name was permanently there. He's one of the people who has a very big organization in ONPASSIVE. So his name was on that board for a very, very long while.
That's right.
Those are the people. So he has been in so many webinars as well, motivating us. He's a very good motivational speaker.
Yep.
He's called Bra Victor Gumlade. He's from Nigeria, based in the UK. Thank you.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I know I personally have seen him join the Dream Team, but I must say this is the first time I've actually seen him in action. And yes, thank you so much. Now I've gotten to know you better, like many of us who may not have known you. So thank you. Thank you, Brother Victor. Thank you so much. That was really another level of motivation. Dr. Benny or Queen Yvonne, do we have anything in the chat before I hand it over to Dr. Benny?
Yes, we have one. There's one question here.
Do I want to answer it?
No, hold on now. No. Well, no. It's for you. I mean, the person just directed it to me, but he said, "Can we get the new OES within the next month, sir?"
Oh, Father, help me.
Strike your magic wand, Michael, and say the answer right now.
Of course. Right? What is step one? Your OES. That's it. Okay? No support, no questions, no nothing. Just log into your OES. Just appreciate the fact that we have our OES back. Just appreciate that, right? If we can't appreciate the little things, right? How are we going to appreciate the big things that come along, right? So we have to be able to appreciate the little things. We have to be thankful for small mercies. We have to be grateful for what's been done for us. I don't know how we can get this out to every single person who calls themselves a founding member in ONPASSIVE, right? For them to get that, right? Let's not get ahead of the company, right? Let's not try to move forward and not appreciate what we have. And I get it. I know that people are struggling. I know that people get it, right? Because that's what it's all about. That's what that question is about. You understand? I've been around this too long not to understand what people are really asking me. Okay, right? And so the bottom line is, let's just appreciate the fact that, you know what? We're still alive. And when I say alive, I don't mean like physically alive, that our business is still alive, right? Our business is not dead. Let's just hold on to that. And then continue to be patient while the company is doing what they need to do to move us forward. There is a next phase there is a next phase that is coming. We've heard this. It's not no secret. It's not nothing newly revealed. We've heard this from our CEO. Okay? There's a next phase that is coming, right? Let's appreciate what we have right now. Let's stay focused on what we have right now. Let's stay in the now. Let's not think about 2 days from now, 5 days from now. 2 days from now is not promised to you. We've just heard just today about, folks are putting to rest, some of their loved ones, right? So, I just want us to, kind of minimize the expectation, right? Minimize the fortune telling, right? Minimize, looking into the future. Let's focus on the here and now, right now, what we have right now, right? We've heard from others today about how it's such a blessing, right? Just to have the OES back. We've heard, just the fact that we have it back, how thankful we should be. You know what I mean? So let's not worry about when we're going to get the new OES or the next phase or any of that stuff, folks. Okay? Let's just work on step one. When step two comes, hey, you know what? Let's not focus on step one anymore. Let's focus on step two when it comes. When step three comes, let's focus on step three. You understand? Focus on right here, right now. We know what the end goal is, right? We know that we all going to be successful. We're all going to be, winners. And we know all of that stuff. Yes, that's future, right? We get all of that. That's already a done deal. You know what I mean? But you have to take steps to get there, right? And so the company's taking steps to get there. They're not saying, hey, let's just, listen, the CEO had an option. So you know what? Let's not give you the OES right now and let the company continue to work and build what we need to build inside there, put what we need to put together and get it to a point, a greater point, right? And then give it to you. Or we'll just give it to you now and then we'll continue to work behind the scenes, blah, 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 blah. You understand? That was expressed to all of us, right? And they took the decision to, you know what, let's just give them the OES so they can see. Because again, people are going to tell you, yeah, seeing is believing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here it is, folks. Okay, you got it now. Now what? You know what I mean? Now what? What? Right? What people want, right? What people want is more than what was given to them. But if the CEO did not give us, say, here's the OES, people still be complaining and whining and all this stuff. Where's the OES? Oh my gosh, it's not coming back. Woe is me. Oh, it's all over. Right? Because people were doing exactly that. And now they get the OES and they're still whining and complaining and carrying on. Like, come on. Right? Like this is, I said it earlier, this is what frustrates me, right? Is that people don't truly appreciate what this company is willing to do for them and their families, right? So if we truly appreciate it, let's stay in the now, right? It's coming, folks. It's coming, right? It's coming. We have the easy part. Just relax, be patient. It's coming. And when it comes, trust me, because of all the patience that you had to go through, all that you had to endure, you're going to appreciate it that much more. You know, people win the lottery, right? Again, this is, folks, we're saying the same thing over and over again. People win the lottery, they don't appreciate it. So they spend it foolishly. And next thing you know, it's all gone. And they're back to a worse state than before winning the lottery. Yeah. Because ONPASSIVE is like winning the lottery, in case you haven't figured that out yet. Right? So it's a good thing that we talk about mindset and being positive and all of this stuff, right? And to work on yourself, you know, to work on personal development and all of these things, to be a better person, so that when it does come, you will appreciate it. You'll know what to do with it. Mm-hmm. You'll be a good steward of it. You understand? You'll be responsible with what you do with it, and so on and so forth. You understand, folks? So going along this journey, having this time to reflect, right? Having this time to be thankful, having this time to be to appreciate what we have is good for all of us. It's good for us, right? Sometimes it's good to suffer. Yeah, I don't know if you guys, you know, ever figure that. Sometimes it's a good thing to go through some pain. You know what I mean? Because when you go through some pain, right? And then you get the relief from the pain, you don't want to go back to that pain. So in other words, when you're going through poverty, right? And you get a breakthrough where you're no longer in poverty, when you get a breakthrough and money's no longer an issue for you, you're not trying to go back to where money was an issue. You understand me? You're going to be a good steward of what is given to you. You'll be able to multiply that. You'll be able to cultivate it. You'll be able to preserve it. You understand? Because you have a greater appreciation for it. When you don't have appreciation for something, you just take it for granted. Right? And it will go by the wayside. So look at this as a good learning experience for every single one of us to develop the right mindset. You understand? Listen, the way a person who's poor thinks is not the same as someone who's wealthy. They don't think the same way. You understand? They don't. It's a proven fact. They don't think the same. They don't do the same. Right? So it's important to prepare your mind for the wealth that is coming your way. It's important to prepare it. You understand? So when it does come, because you will squander it, folks, trust me, okay? Yeah, you will be that person that's going, oh, I'm going to go buy 10 cars. What you don't even have a driver's license. The biggest possible house. There's like two of you, and you want to go buy a 10,000 square foot home. Why? You understand, folks? People will do silly things.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go buy a $3,000 pair of suit, right? Why? It's not necessary. You could go buy a $500 pair of suit and then still looks nice on you. You know what I mean? The only difference is the name tag that's inside the jacket. That's the only difference. You understand? If you want an Armani cut, you can go buy an Armani suit, right? Without buying an Armani suit, right? Just get a tailor to give you that cut. You understand, folks? If that's really important to you, right? The things that people do is unbelievable. So I look at this time as preparation. We're being prepared for when it comes that we will do the right thing with it. Oh, bless is real. And we want to have a whole bunch of people, okay? We want to have millions of people around the world that is reaching out and helping others. That's what ONPASSIVE is about, okay? So as far as when we're going to get this new OES, it's not important. It really isn't, okay? Let's not even focus on that. Let's just appreciate the fact that the team did a great job in getting it back to us, right? And we're still in business because that's extremely important, right? And knowing that there will be a step 2, there will be a step 3, and so on and so forth, okay? You're going to look at the OES that you have right now and knowing that it's going to get better, okay? So let's just stay in the now, stay in the moment. I told you didn't want me to answer, Dr. Benny. I told you.
Well, but I really appreciate you. I mean, you're answering this question to make that particular individual happy, hopefully, because a lot of people have the same question,
Yes.
but it's good for you to answer. I really appreciate what you have done and what you will continue to do within this our extraordinary company. I'm excited. I want to thank you. We have this young man who stated that we are very lucky and fortunate to be the ONPASSIVE family, going to rock the years to come. The guy is so happy. So, I mean, I have to read it because it makes me happy as well. I want to thank Brother Victor. Brother Victor, thank you so much. I know the love that you have towards ONPASSIVE. Just like you always said, you eat, you drink, you dream, and you sleep and dream ONPASSIVE. Brother Victor, I do it more than you. Thank you. All right. Our king, handsome brother, Alfred Che. Proceed.
Thank you, First Lady. Thank you, Michael William Ames, for always coming to this Dream Team platform. I will say this. After Mr. Ashmo Farrow speaks, when you come onto this platform, you speak. It makes a lot of sense to people. The way you put things, the context which you put things there, it makes some people with, shaky minds believe that they are already losing their kind of a belief system. They believe the way their level of belief that they have. When you come to this platform, you talk to them, educate them, they go back, their belief goes back again to 100% before it starts dropping again. So I just really want to thank you for keep coming to this platform, for lifting up those that are weak along this journey, our ONPASSIVE journey. I think without you, some of these people will just say, oh, they will not even understand where we are going. They will be lost on the way. Team platform, brother. I want to say thank you and keep coming and educating. Even I myself, each time you come here, I learn something new. Each time you come here, I learn something. Something you are explaining stuff from somebody, I pick up something there that it opens up my horizon more and more. So I just want to say thank you and happy Thanksgiving up there in Canada.
All right. Thank you so much, our handsome brother, Alfred Che. Thank you also for your love, and thank you for the way you also greet us, you and Queen Mary Pendy. We appreciate you. All right. Our next brand ambassador is Queen Aisha. Could you please unmute yourself and share your excitement, or if you have any question? Proceed, my sister.
Thank you very much. Can you guys hear me now?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
100%.
I want to appreciate each and every one of you for the wonderful job you guys are doing. And also, I want to appreciate our speaker for tonight. I always enjoy your presentation. You deliver your presentation very well, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And I want to say you are an educator. Whenever you come here, you always put us on tracks. I'm sure each and every one of us who are here always enjoy whenever you come here to deliver to us. I enjoy your presentation thoroughly. Thank you very much once again, Brother Michael. My network is so bad. I have to change my system. I don't really know what is happening. Always not allowing me to do my job here, as always. Thank you, Sister Lerato, for your word, as always. Mindset, thank you, our update teams, as always. For me, I don't have any question, just an appreciation to our brother Micah. Thank you very much. And thank you, Sister Kamla, and thank you, everyone.
Yes, the network allowed you. Yes. So thank
I'll be calling on. Thank you. I want to call on Brother Momo Dijado to go ahead and share with us his excitement.
Yes, Queen Aisha. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my beloved family. First of all, I just want to thank you all, starting from Queen Lorato and goes to all the contributors and to our big brothers' message and words of encouragement. Brother Michael, thank you very much for sparing your time at all times to come and re-empower those who have weak-minded, because if up till now you need some reinforcement, it means you have a weak mind. Because on passive at this time, it's not, you don't need any more encouragement. You don't need any more reinforcement. That's why I don't even have any question about ONPASSIVE, because I know everything the CEO and everybody is gearing for is for our success. So thank you very much, and thank you to all the contributors, Engineer Mike, Brother let me don't call his Victor. Let me just call Brother Victor and all the contributors. And let me just use this opportunity to express my thanks and appreciation to our big brother, Mr. Ash Mufari. I call him big brother, not that he's older than me. We all happen to born the same year. But I call him big brother because what he has done and still doing for me, nobody ever thought of that. So I owe high respect for him, for somebody you all born the same year to be your savior in this world, apart from God Almighty. As you all know, I work 247 every day. but my efforts will not make me achieve what I want. But for brother Ash, his effort will make me realize whatever dream I ever had. So I want to thank him and for his relentless and commitment. And a special thanks to our tech team, for working tirelessly day and night for our future. When I say our future, include mine, my family, my community, my country, and the world as a whole. So I just want to use this opportunity to express my thanks and appreciation to them also. Thank you for allowing me to say something, and may God bless you all.
Thank you, my dear brother. I read somewhere that the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, right? So, we come from all walks of life, right? And we come from all different backgrounds, etc. So you're going to have some folks that need a little more than others, right? Absolutely. Some folks, they're good for one day, and then the next day they need encouragement. You have some folks that they're good for 1 week. Some are good for a month. Some are good for a year. Some are good for a few years. You understand?
Yeah.
So we're all at a different place, especially when we always talk about mindset, etc. We're all at a different place. We're not, every single one of us are not at the same place, right? Or level, if you wish, right? When it comes to our mind, the way we think. The good book says, as a man thinketh, so is he. Right? It's a true statement. You don't have to be religious to believe that statement. It's a true statement any way you want to apply it. Right? You understand? It is true. How you think, right, is going to dictate your actions. Right? How you think. You understand? If you have happy thoughts, chances are you're going to be a happy person. Right? The probability is going to be in your favor. Right? If you have evil thoughts, wicked thoughts, bad thoughts, the probability is in your favor that you will do evil. You will, do bad things. You understand? That's just how that works, right? So it's important to know when others are in need, and sometimes that need is motivation, right? It's like, think about this. You may have someone who goes to the gym and they work out a lot, right? And then that one day, just I don't feel like going to no gym, man. And then maybe you have a workout partner, and they call you up and say, "Listen, man, come on. Remember now. Remember what our goal is. Remember what we're trying to do. Remember what we're trying to accomplish. Blah 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 blah." And so now you get a little bit, motivated from that phone call, and so now you go to the gym. You understand, right? And that's what it is in our business, right? You have some folks that they're diehard on passive fans, you know what I mean? But they just may have that bad day, or they may have that bad week even, right? And sometimes it's external. When passive, they just maybe work got them down. Maybe there's a loss of life. It could be anything. It could be a number of things, right? And so that's why we do what we do. That's why we reach out and try to uplift people. Or dear brother Victor, what he had to say today, that was great, right? And some folks, that reached some people today, right? So sometimes you just never know who's in need, but you just try to do your best every step of the way. And in doing so, you could be impacting people's lives without you knowing, in a positive way, right? And so, so let's not worry about those who are weak, or those who are strong, or those who are, let's just do what we do, and whoever needs it, they can receive it, and so that we all win together. Because we don't want to see anyone left behind. We don't want to see anyone left out. We don't want to see anyone miss out on this great journey. And so we're going to do what we can, because we are our brother and our keeper. right? It's all about love, my friend, right?
Yeah,
And
that's it. Thank you very
absolutely.
much. Thank you.
Is that it? Are we going home now,
more.
Dr. P?
No.
This
question is from Rahul.
I know you guys think this is a running joke, but I actually do laundry on Sunday. Like, that's factual.
Please.
But tomorrow is Thanksgiving, big bro. No laundry today, man.
Oh,
no. I do today so that I don't have to do it tomorrow.
Please.
All right. This question is from Bangladesh, please. He said that it's 2 a.m. because I asked him to raise his hands up. He says it's 2 a.m. I believe you mentioned something about second phase. So he's asking, what do we mean by second phase?
Well, all we have to do is stay tuned and we will find out. How about that? Okay. Right.
Sweet.
Again, if we go back and listen to the updates from our CEO, okay, it's all over YouTube. Go find them, right, on OP360. Listen to them, right, and so you would hear it directly from our CEO speaking about phase 2. He did not go into specifics, any details, all of that stuff. So we're not going to speculate, assume, okay? And that's what I mean when I say not getting ahead of the company. That's just when the company is ready to let us know what phase 2 is, they'll let us know, right? Just know that whether it's phase 2 or phase 5 or phase 6 or all that doesn't matter. What matters to people is having money in their pockets to pay their bills. That's the bottom line. Okay? That's what matters to people. So let's not worry about connecting the dots. You understand? Let's not worry about A and B and C and all that don't matter. Okay? That's just noise. Okay? What matters is the result. Just know that we are in a good position because we have our OES back. Okay, it's proof to you that we're still good. You understand? I know many didn't need that, right? You know, they're fine whether we had it or doesn't matter, right? Me personally, give me the OES when there's something to do. Give me the OES when I can go sell a product that is there. You understand? Right? That's I'm saying me personally. So whether I have the OES now or have it a month from now, me personally, it doesn't matter to me. If I can't get in, it doesn't matter to me, right? Because whether I have it now or a month from now, what matters is being in a position where I know I can go sell something. And when I sell that thing, meaning the product, right? Okay, money is generated from that. You understand? Again, I'm being real with you folks. This is what we're here for. We're all here to make money. You know, let's not kid ourselves. Okay, this is not about being, kumbaya and all this fancy stuff, right? We all need money so that we can live a better life because now money is no longer an issue. You can pay your bills. You can do the things you want to do. You got kids, them go to, right? Folks, in case you're not aware, it is crazy out there. Things are crazy expensive, okay? Expensive, right? Not that it has to be because, I question the educational system. I question why my kids have to pay thousands of dollars a year for university. Why? Why is it one school charges $20,000 and another school charges $80,000 a year for the same program? Why? Because one has a fancy name? Really?
Yeah.
Right? Well, you can keep your fancy name. You understand? Because at the end of the day, we're all going to work at the same job. You ever thought about that? Right? People send their kids to private school. Oh, Johnny's going to da-da-da, right? Some fancy school. And guess what? They all end up at the same university. Right? Where's the sense in that? All because I want to feel proud that Johnny is going to XYZ country club school. You understand, folks? Again, I speak real things. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't send your son to some fancy schools, right? I'm not saying any of that. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is that things are crazy expensive out there. So wouldn't it be a good idea to have options Wouldn't it be good where money's no longer an issue so that, you know what, if I want to send my child to that fancy school, it's not a burden upon me and my family.
Exactly.
You understand? Right? If I want to send my child to Harvard, let's say, okay, I can because money's no longer an issue. If that's your thing. Maybe I want to send them to MIT, like whatever the case may be, right? You got a little 3-year-old, 4-year-old, right? And say, you know, I think I want to send them to Montessori school. Okay, right? Costs money, it's not free. You know what I mean? Right? Whatever the case is, the point is to be in that position where it's an option. Now I have choices. I'm not forced a state-run school that I'm not happy with. Maybe I live in a neighborhood where the school is terrible. So I need to send them out of state, or I need to send them out of town, you know, whatever. Put them in a better environment. Maybe I need to so that my kids them have a fighting chance to survive past their 19th birthday. That is a reality for some people, folks. You understand? So we want to be in a position where money is not the reason why I can't do this, right? Money's not the reason why I can't do that. Money's not the reason why when I go into the grocery store, all I can buy is chips and donuts and all the junk and give to my kids them because that's the cheapest thing that's in the store, right? We're talking about having options, folks. Options. You understand? That's what it's about. So at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, it is about money. You know what I mean? And so we're here to be in a business that can help us generate the money that we need without us having to have the tech savvy, having to have the marketing skills, you understand, to make that happen. Because if it relied upon us, as you all very well know, we would all fail and fail miserably. You understand? Right? So I get all of that, right? But we just have to just take it in stride, right? Take it in stride. If this is what's presented to us, okay, guys, here's the oh yes, thank you so much. We appreciate you for giving this back because some of us needed it to believe. You understand? Right? Whether you know, we don't need to call it any names, right? The fact is, some people needed it, some people don't need it. Okay, here it is. We have it. All right, thank you very much. We just wait for the next step. We don't need to ask, well, what's the next step? When is the next step? How will we go from step A to B, C and D and E and F? What, folks, that's what I call wasted energy. You understand? It's wasted energy. Why? Because if I tell you, what is it going to do for you?
Nothing.
Is it going to allow you to accomplish your goal? Is it going to put money in your pocket if I tell you what the next phase is? If I tell you what is step 2, is that going to put money in your pocket? No. You understand? So this is what I'm going to say, wasted energy. I'm just that person, folks, that when you tell me something, right? Sometimes it just comes in and goes right back. What you're telling me is nonsense. Okay, to put it as nice as I can. Okay, right? And so I hear it, but I don't hear it. Right? My wife said, "Okay, what was the conversation?" I don't know, right? Because I didn't retain the information that was said because they just said blah 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 blah, yap 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 yap. Right? I believe in substance. You understand? Substance. Right? So when you're giving me something, give me substance. Right? Give me substance because I'm going to hold on to that substance. You understand? Our business is about substance, folks. Everything about ONPASSIVE is about substance. Everything. So enjoy everything. Enjoy the fact that you can log in into your OES. Enjoy it. Enjoy that. Because trust me, when you start to appreciate and enjoy that, you're going to appreciate the greater things that's coming. If you are one to keep questioning and asking and if and doubting and all this stuff, you're going to do that every step of the way. You will. Even when the money comes, you're going to be like, oh, that's it? Oh, I thought I was getting more. What is this? How can I be wealthy and I just got a couple $100 in my, like, what's going on? How come I only have 2 customers? I thought I was gonna get 200. You understand, folks? That's real talk, because that's exactly what people are gonna be doing. Exactly what they're gonna be doing. If they can't appreciate the little things, when those things come, folks, you're not gonna appreciate it. You're not going to. I've said this so many times, money does not change people. It doesn't. It does not change people. I know what $1 is, and I know what millions of dollars is. You understand? I've seen the little, I've seen the lot. I've seen the big, the small, all of that stuff. Money does not change who you are. You understand? It doesn't. So don't even think, well, when the money comes, I'm going to change. No. Well, when the money comes, I'll be a better. No, it's not true. It's going to enhance who you are. You understand? It's going to bring who you are more to the forefront. If you're a stingy person, a mean person, okay, the more money you get, you're going to be even more mean. I promise you this. If you're a giving and caring person, when the money comes, you're going to be more caring and giving. I promise you this. This is why we talk so much about changing your mind, right? You have to, folks, you got to walk down the path with me. You got to really get this. You understand? It's going to make a difference in your life. Sometimes you wonder, well, why can't I become successful? Why nothing good ever happens to me? Because you have a poor mindset. Okay, you may think this is fairy tale, but it's the truth. Been there, done that, seen it time and time again. Time and time again. Oh, you're just lucky. That's why you're always successful. Has nothing to do with luck. I don't believe in luck. Don't believe in it. You understand, folks? There are principles that can guide people to success. Principles that have stood the test of time over and over and over and over again. Over and over again. You understand? So if we get our mind right, guess what's going to happen? The questions that we ask are going to be the right questions. It doesn't have to be my right questions. It could be your right questions, but they will be the right questions. You understand? In other words, I may not agree with your question. Somebody else may think, well, why are you asking that? Right? But regardless of how other people see it or think about it, it will be the right question. You understand? It's all about this guy up here. Okay? Your mind. You understand, folks? No, it's not your heart. Okay? It's your mind. We say we think with our heart, but you don't really think with your heart, do you? Okay? You think with your mind. You understand? All right. Can we go home now? Dr. P, where are you?
Actually, I had to ask him whether he was content with your answer. He said, yes, sir. And he said that the people in Bangladesh, they are excited and you are so popular and they love you too much. That's it. I will hand it over now to Queen Irene.
Wow.
And Queen Irene will hand it over to Dr. P, and Dr. P will say,
you
okay,
know
sir,
she will
you
not
can
say
go
that.
home now.
That's what we're going to do. Brother Michael, thank you very much. We appreciate your coming, even on Thanksgiving weekend, and even after you haven't done the laundry, you're here with us. We really appreciate that. So if no one else has anything to say, Dr. P, can we dismiss Brother Michael?
You guys already put the pressure, so I shouldn't say what I
I
normally say.
I know what Dr. P is going to say. I know it. I hear it coming.
Okay. I'm not going to do that because you've already. But all jokes aside, we really, really appreciate you. I will say that. Thank God there's no more any position, anything. Okay, because Brother Michael, you said a lot today. Some that was kind of like touching me in some places. Like you talk about like private schools, all these things, all of us will have the same job, right? But as you said, sometimes those choices are there for maybe for, as you said, give them a better chance of surviving. Thank you always for letting us know that we should not worry about things that we shouldn't be worried about. Like second phase, new OES. Why bother? Why worry about things that is not under our control? Let's just be happy that the business is back. I knew today you were going to be on fire because this is the first time you're coming after our OES reloaded. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have things that I will talk to you about personally because I don't worry about things. But you put me on the corner, so I'm not going to say that. Okay, I just appreciate that, but I'm not going. But happy Thanksgiving to all our Canadians, brothers and sisters. Thank you all for joining us today, and especially thanks to Brother Michael. If you had ears today, I hope you listened. If you were down in spirit, I hope he's lifted up your spirit. I know some people, unfortunately, are not here with us that we're looking forward to, I don't know the right word to use, but as Brother Michael will say, Michael, thank you. Thank you for spending a longer time. Truly, as he said, even though we have not seen his wife, doesn't mean that he has a pretend wife, right? We don't need to see his wife to believe that he has a wife. Just believe the man that he has a wife and has children. Thank you. We'll let you go. I'm not going to say that today because you guys have already tied my hand not to say that. We'll let you go, and we really appreciate you. And hopefully we'll see you again in a month's time. I always take my dose, my monthly dose from this. To be honest, you speak from the heart. That's why people want to let you hear you speak. You don't exaggerate things that are not there. You put it simple for 8th grader. They say if you cannot write a book that on an 8th grader level, you don't want the masses to understand. You put it clear. It's simple. Set the point from the heart. We don't give you this question ahead of time. And you come and speak from the heart. And that's what really, really matters. And that's what people come here to hear you. And we really appreciate you coming to inspire this community of founders as well. We love you, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you, the Canadians. I am not going to ask him to say
I will say this, Dr. P. I will say this, right? Life is simple, okay? As much as people, think it's complicated, you understand? It's very, very simple. All of us can live a simple life, okay? A simple life doesn't mean you don't have things, okay? It doesn't mean that, okay? But it means that you just don't complicate things, right? Now, is it better to have a business that is simple or one that is complicated, right? If you were trying to get people to join your business, get involved in your business, right? Which is easier, to present something that's simple to them or something that's complex, right? So some of these companies, for example, have these complicated compensation plans, right? And, and they expect people to, and the reality is it's very difficult because they can't even explain it, right? How are business so business, right? And that's all there is to it, right? It really is that simple. We tell people all you have to do is get in and you're going to win, right? It's as simple as that. Just get in, right? Yeah, just get, how much money I'm gonna make, just get in. You get in, you're gonna win, right? We had such a great time when the foundership was open and we were able to share with others. Like, to me, it was easy. As our brother Victor said earlier, like, nobody says, I don't think he means that literally, right? But I understand the point that he's making, right? Because again, he's so excited about his business, it's hard for people to say no. No one wants to come into a business with you when you're dead, right? Meaning you're dead about your business. There's no life in you about your business. There's no excitement in you about your business. And I'm not talking about pretend excitement. We talked earlier about, when you actually love something, right? It's the same thing. If you really love your business, the passion comes out. It's a natural thing. It's not, you don't need to, try to work up yourself in a frenzy. It just naturally comes out. You understand? So if you're not in love with ONPASSIVE, you need to get in love with it. Pretend it's an arranged marriage. Okay? if you're not in love with ONPASSIVE, pretend it's an arranged marriage. Okay? One that is good for you, right? I'm talking about all the positive things. Okay? Let's not dwell on anything negative with the arranged marriage or what. The positive stuff. That's what we're talking about, right? Yeah, you understand, folks? Right? Whereby, you may not have loved the person initially, right? But maybe you grew to love the person. You understand? So maybe you got into ONPASSIVE, you didn't really, fall in love with it because you didn't get it or whatever, right? But over time, you grew to love ONPASSIVE, right? You're just like, wow, these people are just different. They actually mean business. They're still here. When people, are you still doing that thing on ONPASSIVE? Like, ain't nobody saying that to me, because they know how I feel about it. You understand? They know how I feel about it. And it's not, idle thought or this guy's just crazy. I don't think I'm crazy. Although I don't think a crazy person actually thinks you're crazy, right? So maybe I am crazy. But anyways, right? We have a business, folks, that can change people's lives. Change people's lives. Isn't that what you want? Don't you want to have a business that will actually change your life? Now think about your job for a second. Think about your job. Think about how many hours you work at your job. Think about how many years you've been working at your job. Huh? And yet you're not where you'd want to be. You're not, right? We're not where we want to be. We have this job and it's, okay, pays the bills most of the times, right? Sometimes there isn't enough money left over, right? At the end of the month, you know what I mean? So here comes some credit cards. You use a credit card to pay off this and that, right? And you just go through that vicious cycle, right? You go through that vicious cycle, right? Think about that. Is that how you want to live your life? You know what I mean? So people are willing to go through 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years of this. And here's a business that, maybe takes 7 years, maybe takes 8 years to get you to where you need to be from the day one you got in. Let's say it took 10 years. Let's use the number 10. I like 10, right? Let's say it took 10 years to get you to total freedom from the very first day you got into ONPASSIVE. And 10 years later from that so let's say if you join in 2018, for example, so it's now 2028 and money is no longer an issue for you. You have everything that you need, right? Where money is concerned. Is that better than working at a job for 40 years? Huh? Think about the benefits that ONPASSIVE can do for yours. A day I might work in that business. How many hours a week business? Huh? But if I'm at my regular job, how many hours would I have to work in order to make $1 million? You understand me? But you don't have $1 million to show for it 20 years later. You don't. You're not making $1 million per year, right? Think about that. But yet I can be in this company called ONPASSIVE, and from day one to 10 years later, it is possible that I could be making $1 million a year, not cumulative, but a year. Think about that. And I don't have to put 40 hours a week into it. And all I have to do is just be in and be patient and let the company do what the company needs, right? It's called, in order for me to go sell something, I need to be able to display it. I need to be able to present it. I need to be able to put it out there so people know that I'm selling this thing, right? And then when people make a purchase, poof, money comes into my wallet. Simple. But if I can automate all of that, because I have to go find the people. I have to find the people that wants to buy what I have to offer. So this is what we call targeted traffic. So if I can put all that together in an automated way where technology, where artificial intelligence is doing the work on my behalf, we see what AI is doing right now, right? Do we not see what AI is doing out there? You understand, right? You got kids in school using ChatGPT to answer questions right now. You understand? So it's possible, folks. All you need to know, is it possible? Am I crazy, or is it actually, can these people actually, provide targeted traffic? Can they do it? Is that actually something that's realistic, or is it some fairy tale? And if it's realistic, then why is nobody else doing it? Why is it only ONPASSIVE that's doing it? Because then you have to understand how money, you have to understand why companies, make the money they make. Why companies only offer you such a little salary that you're happy with. Oh, here's 50,000 a year, 60,000, and you're happy with that. Yet they're making billions. You understand? They're making billions, and they say, oh, here's 50,000 for you. And you think that's okay. You understand, folks? So when we learn to appreciate what we have in ONPASSIVE and look at the big picture, then all we do is just fall in line and says, okay, hey, I'm relaxed, I'm cool. Hey, Mr. Ashmafara, team, do your thing, I'm good. You understand, folks? That's all there is to it. So people shouldn't be getting antsy and, losing their mind and wondering if and just relax, right? It's all being done for you. This company's working harder for you than you could ever work for yourself. It's hard to believe that because no one has ever done that for you. That's why it's hard to believe it. It's hard to believe that you can become successful because you've never been successful before. You understand, folks? It's so much easier to believe something when you've experienced it already, right? So much easier. Once you've had the experience of something, then no one can come and tell you that, well, no, that's not true, or that's not possible, or they can't, because you've experienced it, right? I always use this one. I always say that no one can come and tell me about God, right? Because I've experienced him for myself. You understand? So they can't come and tell me, oh, God doesn't exist. Like no one. I don't care. You could have 50 million degrees. PhDs coming out your yin-yang. You can't come and tell me anything. You could be the smartest scientist in the world. You understand? Because of the experience that I have. That's the difference, folks. And that's why we say that when you actually love something, no one could pull you away from that thing that you love. They just can't. They can't keep you away. Our CEO keeps coming. And it's like, buddy, you don't have to come, right? You know what I mean? Like, you really don't. But he keeps coming because no one can keep him away from us, the founders. You understand, folks? We have a lot of great leaders here today, right? On this platform that are doing other webinars and so on. Why? They don't have to do it. This dream team don't have to have this webinar every Sunday. Huh? Don't have to. Why? Why are they doing it? It's the love that they have for ONPASSIVE and for us as founders. These are people that care about people, that want to see all of us succeed. That's why they do it. They want to keep you in the know. They bring different speakers on. So you know what? Maybe you don't resonate with me. Maybe you resonate with Dr. Bill. Maybe you resonate with Jeffrey Morlock, and so on and so forth. You understand? And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't like me. That's okay. Trust me. I'm like our CEO. I don't really care. You understand? Right? You just do the best that you can, and I leave it there. That's it. I do the best I can for people, and I leave it there. How they respond to it, react to it all, that's on you. It's not on me. I just know that I've done my best. You understand? And that's why we talk about being the best version of yourself. Folks, ONPASSIVE is setting you up for success. Okay? It's just that simple. Just know that. Just feel that. Just grab that. Hold on to that. If there's one thing you walk away with, is that ONPASSIVE is setting you up for success. Hold on to that. Cherish that. Take that with you every single day because it's true. Because it's true. If it wasn't true, I wouldn't tell you this. It's the truth. You understand? So folks, hang on. Greater things is coming for all of us. Not just for me, right? Not just for Engineer Mike, right? For all of us. Every single one of us. Greater things is coming. Yes, you don't see it right now, but trust me, it's there. Okay? It is there, and it will be revealed to you soon and very soon. All right? Thanks for having me again. Doctor just fulfilled that for you, right?
Be setting us for success. That is the take-home message.
Yes.
Life is simple.
Yes.
Don't make it complicated. Complicated. We are all on this social media platform, Facebook, Twitter. How much are we making from the billions they're making? That is a powerful take. Thanks for giving me that. I was going to quiet. Thank you, Brother Michael. That was powerful. And happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Brother Michael. Thank you so much.
We have a business that will change people's lives.
Amen.
That's the take-home message.
Amen.
He has said it all. Just be patient.
Wow.
We'll get there.
Yes.
Wow.
If I want to divide my hourly rate, 1 million divided by my hourly rate, I don't want to do that because I might pass out. Because I'll see the number of hours I have to put in, and my calculator might not be able to hold it.
I'm telling you, and not even sure if those hours will even be able to clock in those hours. You can see it,
we know the story of Alibaba's secretary. Let's just be patient. We have a CEO with a heart. Our brother have said it all. We're not here because we are doubting. We're here to lift up each other. We're here to encourage each other. We're here to connect with each other because we have a business that is going to set us all for success. Doesn't matter your technical skill. Beautiful said, Michael. That's your take-home message.
You'd have to make $480 an hour, Dr. P.
Woo!
Okay? $480 an hour working 52 weeks. So you ain't getting no break. You'd have to work 52 weeks. Okay, you know there's 52 weeks in a year. So you'd have to work every single week for the year, 40 hours every single week, $480 per hour. I know some folks don't even make $20 an hour. You'd have to make $480 an hour, okay, to make $1 million a year.
$400 and something dollars per hour to make $1 million in a year, working without taking a break. No breaks, people. And our CEO is doing it for us, and we complain. Come on now.
Than any other company, period. Okay.
But Michael, the spirit of contentment, I would take my own, and I'll be happy because I'm not doing much to get it.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? I'll put it out there. Listen, if all this company did for me, you know, from a business standpoint, you know, as far as sales go, right? If I can generate $100, just $100 net, $100 net per month, $100 net per month. Okay, so mean profit, $100 profit, okay, per month. If that's all this company did for me, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have that now.
And you know why I'm good, Dr. P. You know why I'm good.
That's our secret.
Okay, so right, the bottom line.
Multiplying effect, the multiplication effect.
You gotta use leverage and right. But the bottom line is, right, ONPASSIVE it's gonna help people become wealthy. Okay, you know, I've said we're not here to make $100 a month, $200 a month. If that was the case, it would have been done a long time ago. That's not difficult to do. That's easy to do. Okay, this company's here to create wealth because you need wealth in order to help others. You're not going to be able to help people, Dr. Benny, with $100 a month. You're not going to be able to, who can help with that? You can't even help yourself with that. You know what I mean? So the reality is, right, if we understand the big picture, right, if we understand the big picture, we get to see that this company is trying to do something great, and they will accomplish it. It will happen. There's no doubt about it. It's going to happen. Because if it wasn't going to happen, we'd have been gone by the wayside already. ONPASSIVE would be no more already if it wasn't going to happen. Okay, the fact that we're still here is a testament that it's going to happen, folks. So take courage in that. Take courage in that. All right. Anyways, Dr. P, you're gonna keep me here forever. So
thank you.
Today is
all right,
infectious.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Michael.
Thanksgiving, Brother Michael.
Like you've heard it, folks.
We did.
We've heard it. It is going to happen. Let's just be patient. Let's keep as healthy as we can, and let's trust God that we'll be here to enjoy the fruit of our labor. And as we know, we have sister platform during the week to keep to ignite, to keep the flame burning. So if you want to keep your flame burning, you can join Deep Dive Globally Changing Life at Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We're seeing Daylight Time. And we continue with the theme of the mindset. And remember, you don't want to be scammed. So our First Lady here is running a series on how to be safe in 2024 and beyond. So join the Deep Life. Join Judy Pierre Empowering Humanity on Wednesdays,
Right
8
now,
p.m.
we're in classes.
Eastern Daylight Time. How do you grow wealth? Remember, what we're going to get to from ONPASSIVE is a seed. If you don't plant it well, you might not grow it. Join her on Thursday, Financial Literacy 101, on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Pat?
Don't forget, yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. Could you remind everybody on Wednesday coming is our anniversary. We're inviting everybody, and we have a surprise invited guest. So
yes, you
come
heard
join
her.
us, please.
So Julie Pierre Empowering Humanity will be celebrating her first anniversary on Wednesday, October 16. There might be a surprise guest, so please join her if you can. 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We want to see all of you if you can make it. And don't forget to join our brothers, Passion, Singapore, Malaysia Global, on Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This platform for me, they talk about the mindset. And we know, they said what? Money will not change you. Money will just amplify who you are. Your mind is what will change you. So join this platform, they feed you your mind. Don't forget to join Miriam Edwards, MCG Legacy, Mindset Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on YouTube. And did I miss? I'm back. We'll be back here on the Dream Team, 12:45 Eastern Daylight Time. Next week, we have Dr. Bill. We're also in it to win it. If everybody can say, oh, need to win it, then Dr. Derek, you can take us off YouTube. Oh, let me give you a mic. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. We can all unmute ourselves and say we're in it to win it. It is there. We heard it. We also
in it to win it.
Dr. G, let me know when we're off YouTube.
Thank you.
Then, for those watching us on YouTube, joining us on YouTube, we love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you again next week. Dr. Derry, let me know when we're off YouTube so we can at least